Captain Palace, so let's tell you about Palace. Rolling straight to the ceiling, crowns and crystals, top like journeys, dishing out malice. Bold up, South London's grandest, far from bandits. Anything other for a goal of elevation, just passing the team over here might finish out bright future we can't vanish. It's E25 any day that's sellers. Rev up the engines, no more reverse reactions, fankers, bands on stream. Share up the team, support the dream team when eagles fly, make noise and scheme. Dare to dream or dream to dare, taking a step to become supreme.
Yes, people, welcome to Eagle-Eyed Football. We are here for the much highly anticipated 5th place playoff in the Commonwealth Cup. I'm joined by Chairman. It's your boy, Nate. Chairman, I know neither of us want to be here, but you got to do what you got to do. First things first, man. How's things going?
Yeah, good. Nice to have a break in it. Not been on here since obviously their final. I treated myself to the new shirt, but
I see that.
Honestly, I'm not a great fan of the sash. I never was back in the 70s. I much prefer the red and blue stripes, but you know, I've had a new shirt ever since been in the Premiership. I had a look around Palace while I was down there. It's where there's a lot of changes going on at the moment. Half the car park is now the corporate and the offices. The fan zone's gone. The houses are gone. The bit where, you know, like the brick bit outside the old stand, that's still there, but it's been gutted completely. It's all covered in scaffolding now. So, lots of changes going on.
Yeah, and obviously Eagle-Eyed Football wasn't consulted about where we do our fan zones. So, that's a bit of a letdown. But no, people, as we all know, this has been long in the works to get the main stand underway. So we won't complain too much because obviously when it does become the vision that it's meant to be, it's going to probably transform the way we see the club anyway. But we'll just get into some comments before we start. But Chairman, to be honest with you, the new shirt's kind of growing on me and kind of not growing on me, if I'm honest. Like you, I'm not a huge lover of the sash or the retro badge, but I get the retro badge significance. But
well, funny you should say that, because in the club shop today they had the new one and they had the old one from mid-70s. And I think the badge is too small for a start, and I think personally the sash should be solid and not broken. Personally, I think it looked better, but I don't know. It looks a bit. Maybe it's a thing for the Conference League trophy, because that's all sort of stripes, isn't it? So
yeah, possibly. I mean, obviously, it's going to be nice having that Conference League winners patch on those kits this season, which I'm definitely getting when I'm in London. I know, I can see you've got it in there. Trust me, I'll be getting that in myself. But Egotastic, big up to you, saying who's on the show today. It's myself and Chairman. It was meant to be Rich, but his flight got delayed, so he can't make it. By the way, people, the Palace app updated, so make sure you update to the latest version of the Palace app, because Egotastic is saying it's great.
Yeah, actually, Nate, there is a when I went in the shops today, there is a problem with the Palace app. And and your friends and family part has disappeared, but it's sort of hidden at the bottom. You've got a sort of like a little blue bit sticking out. You tap on that and it comes up, but they said they are going to change it.
Okay.
But it's very good though.
We've got the London Cheesehead saying the new website is okay. I don't really look at the Palace website that much, so I'll take your word for it. Then we have, pardon me, Trundle Puff Pendants, giving us an eagle emoji. Sean, big up. Damn, I muted myself there for a sec. Sean's asking us what the lineup is. I'm going to put the lineup on screen in a sec. Sean, just give me a sec. Obviously, we have Rich here saying, evening all, flight was delayed, so just landed. Gutted because I wanted to be on this one. Look, Rich, it is what it is. What can you do? Egotastic's loving the new shirt, Chairman.
As I said, I'm not a great fan of it personally, but I hope it grows on me.
Yeah,
I must admit though, I'm looking forward to the away shirt. The all black looks pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, I know from the group chat that Nicky's not that big a fan of the away kit. It says it looks like a training top, which I kind of disagree with him. Sean here saying, let's go and win the Europa League. Our manager would need signings for that, Sean. So we need pressure on Steve Parish to actually, get a few more bodies in the door. But Sean, you asked me for the lineups, and the lineups are now going to be put on screen. So the starting 11 is as follows. It's Benitez in goal, a back three of Canvo, Richards, and Souza. It's a back four. Cardines and Souza are right back and left back, and then Richards and Canvo in defence. And then, Souza at left centre back, and then Cardines and Mitchell as the wing backs. Hughes and Devaney in midfield. Kamada and Nketiah either side of Mateus França. Not overly worried about that lineup, to be honest. It's probably the best we have available. The bench is Remy Matthews, Joel Whitworth, Louis Benetton, Takahiro Tomiyasu, who's a trialist, Teo Adaramola, and we got King, Jamid, Benamar, Walker Smith, Decore, Ozo Sarr, S.A. Raksaki, and Drake Thomas. Let's be honest, Chairman, we kind of expected an awful lot of, name fillers in pre-season, so can't really be too concerned. But at the same time, you'd like to think, let's get the Lacroix money rolling. Let's get a few players in with that money, because we all know we're not going to spend a whole lot of money this summer. We spent a fortune in January, so we have to kind of be careful. But naturally, we need to see players in the door, because the Europa League is going to take a lot more out of us, because it's 2 extra games in the league phase than the Conference League.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think our biggest issue probably is going to be spending 80 million on Strand Larsen and Brennan Johnson, which at the moment doesn't look like 8 million well spent. I hope I'm proved wrong, but from what I've seen so far, it's not good. Obviously, we're going to have the 52 million from Max, which I think is a massive blow. I very much doubt we'll get a player anywhere near as good as him. But yeah, you're right. I mean, we haven't really made a genuine signing as yet, and we've got to. We say we're going to have a lot of games this year. A lot of our players have been away on World Cup duty, so they're going to be slow starters again, aren't they? Same as last year. So it's going to be an interesting season again.
Well, that's the joy of Palace, isn't it? It's never dull. It's always
Jesus, no chance.
It's always something, and that's probably the jeopardy of it. But big up to Niall, who's saying, always challenge the argument, not the person, as the eagle-eyed football rules. Not too sure what that's about, but fair enough, Niall. Great to see you on the show. And he says, anyway, big up to Nate and Mr. Chairman. Hey, big up yourself, Niall. Mary, thanks for your comment. Says, the finance regulations are very complicated to understand. Niall, of course, saying, make sure you like and subscribe. Do you know what it is, Mary? Because we spent quite a lot of money in January, we can't throw money at our problems this summer, but a lot of fans saw what Parish said about we've learned from our mistakes and all that lovely speech he put in after the final, and we're all thinking, okay, maybe it is different but from so far it's more of the same from the last few years, where we're told it's different this time and it's more of the same. I could be wrong, but history doesn't bode well for Parish in that regard.
No, what I would say, Nate, is since we spent the 80 million in January, we have sold Eze and we have sold Max for about 120 million, haven't we? So
yeah,
PSR ways we should be okay, and a lot of that was pure profit as well, wasn't it? So
yeah, but again, and I hear what you're saying, Chairman, 100%. We haven't sold well, in my opinion. Like we've done well to get maximum income for players that we knew wanted to leave. Eze, we knew wanted to go. Yeah. Gay, we knew wanted to go. We knew Max wanted to go. So we're all sat there thinking, well, if they want to go, make sure we get maximum value. But what's cheesed me off about the Lacroix deal is we sold for under our valuation. I'm thinking, hang on a second. It might only be £3 million in the difference, but why are we selling for under what we value the player at? That's what makes no sense to me. I'm not saying 52 million isn't a good deal for us. It's great money. But I'm thinking, hold on. Why are we selling for under the value? That literally makes no sense.
Well, all I can think of is maybe he had a release clause of about 50 odd million, and I think we probably want him probably nearer 60. But as soon as somebody triggers a release clause, you're stuffed basically, as we found out with Elise only going for 50. But yeah, I do agree. I think he's a bigger loss than 50 million in the bank. Let's put it that way, personally.
Yeah, no, 100%. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get through some of these comments. Hang on. I'm just trying to get back to some of those comments I had. Okay. Ash, the starting lineup is on the screen now, at the bottom of the screen. So big up to Ian, who says, big up everyone. Mum's funeral was lovely yesterday, and at the end of the service, everyone at Palace, from the directors down to the players, paid tribute and a message to Mum. We're very sorry for your loss, Ian. That's really horrible to hear that your mother's sadly passed away, but that's brilliant. The club did so much for you. That's wonderful to hear. Big up to Durfez. Durfez says, does Cardines playing this game mean he won't be loaned to Bristol City? Thought loan could be good for development, but leave us light in right back given Imre's sale. Yeah, I mean, Mengeza's injured, which is wonderful. That's just brilliant, knowing that he's already picked up an injury somehow. Or maybe he was injured as he signed. I don't know. But
I think you might wait to see if another one comes in, because remember, Klein is gone as well now, isn't it? So
Klein's gone as well.
We have no right back cover at all. So if we get somebody else in, then they'll let Emre go. So there's no problems about. It's only 5 million anyway, and it's a loan one, isn't it? No, Imre's 5 million, isn't it?
Imre went to Wrexham for 5 mil, and to be honest, I think they overpaid, if anything, because he's not really lit up wherever he's been. He was decent at Bromley, but he's decent in League Two level doesn't warrant £5 million. But hey, take it all day and run away with it.
Absolutely.
Sean here says 2 centre backs, 1 centre mid, and maybe a left footer. Okay, maybe. Niall Kane says Kofi Palmer left Motherwell during the summer. He smashed it when they sent him on loan to Bristol Rovers. Yeah, but we don't really want to go back down that road of signing ex-players. We've done that too many times before. Millsy's saying the new Spanish guy, Mingueza, can play right back. He can, but he's injured at the moment. So he can't play right back just yet, mate. Durfez, big up Ian. He says, hope you're keeping well. Talk Fan TV says, evening. Ian Briggs says, thanks. Egotastic showed a bit of love to Ian after Ian's mother passed away.
100%.
Niall Kane saying, bring back Glasner, who is a trophy god like Emery. Well, Glasner went to Forest, and we don't really like them that much lately. So I'm
just wondering, actually, that if a Newcastle job was available now, would Gladden have gone to Forest? I think at the time it was only he thought he was going to get the Man United or the Liverpool job, but he weren't going to get that.
But you know what? I actually think he was hoping he was going to get the AC Milan job, and it didn't, and it didn't arrive on his lap. So he had no choice. He had to take the best job available to him.
But he is the second best paid manager in the country now. So
yeah, Gay sold for 20 million. Again, I'm not particularly happy with that one. I think the club more or less just sold it to cut their losses.
He would have gone for nothing 3 months later, wouldn't he? So.
No, I hear it, but it did feel a bit like, well, this is not exactly the ideal situation, but
not
it was the best of a bad situation. Europa League next season, next session, watch along. We'll definitely be looking forward to some Europa League watch-alongs, but there'll be definitely more efforts to go to as many games as we can. People saying that Lacroix should have been sold for 60 mil. Whether or not you can get 60 mil is another thing, because we're very bad at negotiating player sales. That's one thing we need to be better
100%.
on. Mary here says, why didn't we go after Antonio Silva, given Matt Hobbs' alleged Portuguese connections from his time at Wolves? Imre was very good at West Brom. Yeah, okay, but let's be honest. Being good at West Brom in the Championship doesn't say that he's that good as people think. This is where a lot of people hype up the academy too much. Big up to Nicky. He says, big up to Nate and Chairman. Colin says we can spend 60 to 80 million without selling anyone else. Squad cost ratio gives us a max ceiling of 200 million. We won't go anywhere near that. Lacroix, 52 million boosted headroom. Palace are financially safe and can make 2 to 3 big signings. Well, if that's the case, Colin, then we need Parish to start actually making these billionaires spend a bit of money, because we're not going to survive in the Europa League if we don't invest in new players.
I think our biggest issue could be is how much money are they putting aside for the stand and not into the team? Because this history shows that when teams start building stadiums, they struggle a bit because no investment in the team.
I hear that, but apparently the money for the stand had to be ring fenced way back in the day.
I hope it is.
So realistically, they should be able to budget accordingly. Where if the costs are spiraling out of control, you divert some money for that, and it negates the recruitment side of the club suffering. Because otherwise, questions will have to be asked, and fans aren't going to be as patient as people would like to think they will be. We have kicked off, by the way, folks.
Oh, my one hasn't. We're still showing the teams.
Oh yeah, no, they are still showing the teams. I was assuming they'd kicked off already.
Yeah.
Right, let me just try and get through. There's like 18 comments here. I'm trying to get through them as much as I can. A lot of people saying that Glasner definitely would have gone for Newcastle had he waited, which again, not exactly incorrect. Cardines for Bromley would be a downgrade on Bristol City in the Championship. Yeah, but given our history with Bristol City and how much I hate playing them, I wouldn't be. Oh, hang on, sorry. Tim's in the background. Just give me 1 sec. I was thinking. Sorry about this. Where is it? We can raise 100 million this summer with Lacroix, Nketiah, Imre, Deveni, and Raksaki. How people? Well, we're going to convince people to sign Nketiah, Deveni, and Raksaki is beyond me. I don't see that happening.
No.
Because Raksaki is not. We missed the boat selling Raksaki for like what was it, like 15 million, something like that.
Well, no one seems to be coming in from even for loan now, do they?
No, that's what I'm saying is that I think that the boat was missed to sell him.
I don't think they wanted to sell him at the time, but he hasn't progressed as how we hope he'd progress.
There we go. Hey, Tim, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, good, mate.
All good, all good.
What are you guys? How you doing?
Yeah, all good, man, all good. Great to see you here.
Same. Yeah, good to be here. I'll take. I mean, and we don't have to spend a lot of time on this. I think it's way more complicated than it seems, and I think squad cost ratio really screwed Palace in a big way. They were not the only ones to get screwed by that. I don't think we can make big time. I think we can make good time. I think we can make. I think we got enough, particularly with that Lacroix signing, to get two good center backs. We need to get a 25, 26-year-old, somebody experienced. I think we could, good 25, 26 million. And then, somebody like this Raphael Le Guen, 15 million. I think that'd be perfect. I still think there's enough to get an attacker and a central midfielder in addition to that. But we ain't going to spend 100 million. I think that's bonkers. No way is that happening. I do think Raksaki's going. I think there's probably going to be maybe 20 million more in sales. And with the budget, I think you could see us spending 50 million more above and beyond the center backs.
Sorry, Tim. Who do you see going in, apart from Raksaki and maybe Cardines? And
I think Nketiah. I wouldn't be surprised if França is the number 3 striker, because I don't think JP's going. And I don't think Nketiah is going to command a big fee, by the way, Chairman. I think maybe 20 million at the most.
We'll take a hit on him.
We would take a hit on him, but I mean, what is 2 years of amortization? We wouldn't take much of a hit.
No, true.
So,
Yeah.
Whoa!
We scored.
Whoa!
I wasn't even watching. 30 seconds we scored.
That's Deveni, 1-0.
Baby. Come on, baby.
Great start, people. That's what we love to see.
30 seconds, baby.
I hope we show a replay. I was looking at the screen. I wasn't even watching the.
It looks like he hit it with his right too. Did he hit it with his right boot?
He did, inside post. Yeah. Cardines good touch on as well, wasn't it?
How about that?
That's a hell of a start.
It's a hell of a start, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know what
I'll
the
take
keeper's
that.
doing there, but hey ho. God, we look like prime Spain here.
Wow. Actually, that's not a bad little shot with his. How about that? Deveni, look at that.
Cool, that guy's well sunburned, isn't he?
That's terrible by the keeper, by the way.
It really is, yeah.
That's pretty shocking, but you take that. Anyway, so I do think we're going to see some business. I'm being a little naive, Nate. I mean, to be honest, I'm being a little bit. I wait until the end of the window. So you should not really take me too seriously because I'm a little bit naive, only because I deal with this kind of stuff all the time. So, you know, I'm a little bit more forgiving probably than I should be.
Do you know what? That's not a bad thing because I'm in a lot of circles where we all want to see the club be a bit more brave, a bit more ambitious. And we're not saying throw money at the wall blindly. We all know where we were 16 years ago. But I am trying to balance it and say, okay, I want us to spend money and I want us to spend money smartly. But clubs know we have money, so don't overspend on players that aren't worth that fraction of. Like if a player's 20 million and say, well, you've got 52 mil, we want 40 mil. No. Walk away.
Right.
We can always play smart. We're always good at playing box clever and trying to, like Canvo. I was thinking, I've never heard of this guy. Is he any good? And he had a bit of a shaky start, and then eventually he grew into himself. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, okay, now I see why we signed this kid. Okay. So I'm trying my best to say, right, I want us to be more proactive because you can't go into a Premier League campaign and a Europa League campaign paper thin squad wise. Because Uche was a flop of a loan, shock horror. Gesson was okay, nothing special, nothing amazing, but he did a job. And then, Brennan Johnson, the jury's still out. A lot of people have given up on him already, particularly those of us over here in Ireland. A lot of them can't stand him. They're putting him in the Jordan Much category, which is like, that's a bit extreme.
That's harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, I hate Jordan Much. And even I'm like, that's a bit harsh to put him in that category. Bloody hell. Like, I hate Jordan Much, but I'm thinking, I would never put Brennan Johnson in that category just yet. He's on his way, but he's not in that category just yet. But no, Tim, like you say, it's not a bad thing that you want to be naive. Like, you're probably right in a lot of respects because it's easy to jump the gun. Oh, we're not signing players and sat the board and XYZ and Parish is this and that and the other. Okay, but what's the alternative? Spend money in a third administration.
Right. Yeah, and I do get the frustration too. Like I get this too. I find, and just honestly, the American media is terrible. The UK media is like miles worse. It is savage. The football media is unbelievable how bad it is, and it does drive me pretty crazy because you end up watching all of these teams and they're spending a bunch of money, and that I'm a human football fan too, and it is hard to watch that. It really is. So
you must be honest as well, Tim. Is that a lot of the not the telly, with Sky, and the papers, a lot of it is absolute rubbish. It really is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I know.
It is unbelievable. It is so amazing. I don't know how you guys put up with it. Like
you get to not take any notice of it.
I guess that fair enough.
Because it's absolutely
fair enough. Nice.
What do you guys think about taking Tommy Yasu on? I think it'd be quite a decent sort of backup squad player, personally.
Yeah, like the bit of experience.
Mm-hmm.
Two-footed player as well, right? Am I wrong about that?
So I hear, yeah. Look, I'm not against it, but it's his injury record that concerns me.
Yes. Oh, what a pass!
That would be beautiful. Wouldn't it? Split the difference.
And França was in the right area as well.
What a pass that is!
Hey, that goalkeeper's tash is very retro. Holy hell! That's like a bad 70s tash. It's like, oh God, get that off the screen, please. What is that? But
got a little bit to prove here.
It looks like something from Starsky and Hutch, isn't it? Back in the 70s.
Oh, Chairman, that is a blinder. Mary here is saying that social media is very noisy. It's best to ignore most of it. Easy when you know how, because when you're quote tweeted on different stuff and people tag you in different stuff and everything, you're like, oh, this is why I have to mute half of the stuff that's on my Twitter feed now. It's just like, good luck, because I don't want to know. Because I promised myself after the Conference League final, I wasn't going to go ham on Slayton Parish. I was like, now let me dial it back a bit, because, like, let's be honest, European trophy, biggest club in South London, is undisputed now. Like, no one else can say that they've won that. So, and I know it's people are going to give out, oh, you're flexing the Conference League trophy. No one else in South London's won it. Just saying.
I can honestly say, unashamedly, I probably watched the highlights 50 times.
Oh, listen, I part of me was raging I wasn't out there with you guys for it. I'll be honest. I was like, I would have killed to have gone. But it's just the money side of it was just too crazy, getting tickets and flights and all that sort of stuff. I was like, nah. I got my moment at the FA Cup final. I was there for that. I was there for the very first trophy. So I'm like, I can live not being there for the European final, because I got to be there for the FA Cup final. Oh.
Just shot over by France again.
Not bad. I mean, that's some quick feet by France there. I like
it's good to see him up for it, because I was worried about him. I was like, he's not turning up in Brazil. He wasn't exactly pulling up trees here. Is this one of Dougie's turkeys, which we don't want?
No, we don't. I mean, because this is – I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this guy, but, you know, John Textor is responsible for the money that we paid for Mateus França. Now, hopefully França comes good. But I don't know if you've seen this, but Textor is getting absolutely crucified.
Good.
Financially. I agree. I completely agree.
Tim, I have seen the very, very volatile and vile things Brazilian Botafogo fans are saying about him in Brazilian Portuguese. Let me tell you, it ain't pretty.
No.
Honestly, it's watered down to what people are saying over here, because it's like, Textor's not welcome in South London anytime soon.
He ain't welcome in France either, and he's trying to get back into Lyon. So I really hope that the kid nice by Sosa there. I hope that the kid comes good. At least so far in the preseason, França, he just looks a little happier. Thank God.
Sorry, Tim. I have to read this comment out. Ash 1861. John Textor to replace Infantino. Oh God.
Nice.
Sorry to cut you, Tim. I had to put that comment up there.
I like that.
Big up to Durfez. He says, I went to Leipzig for the final. It felt like a send-off to Glasner. Of course it did.
Yeah.
But Eagle-tastic here. John Textor is now helping Forest by giving Botafogo players for undisclosed fees to Forest. And that's got them in trouble.
2-0 Palace, by the way.
Brilliant.
Oh, yes. Eddie Nketiah. Wonderful.
The ball movement.
Excellent.
Wow.
Well done,
They're
Palace.
knocking the ball around very well, aren't they?
The ball movement has been great. I mean, I don't know if that's a statement about how poor this Saudi Arabian team is, or just getting the Pierre Sage ideas finally into the boots. Maybe it's both.
It's good football. You got to say that, don't you?
Yeah.
It's really, really good football. It's not like it's like they get the ball away cheaply. I'll give you that. But the ball to get to Nketiah in that position was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
a lot of one-touch football and Cardines again.
But Chairman, that's where you want to see a player like Eddie Nketiah when he's fit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, like, it's all well and good that Nketiah is this player that we brought in from Arsenal. He's got that Arsenal background and whatever. Just be there in those big moments, because Mateta doesn't make those runs. Mateta's the one to get his head on, to bullet the header in the back of the net. Strand Larsen's not that much of a run player either. And Nketiah is there for that, but he took that brilliantly. So good on him.
Yeah, good fox in the box.
Yeah, that's what we mean.
I like that.
Oh,
they're breaking away now on the edge of our box. Oh, that was a shocking cross, that was, wasn't it? That's a foul, surely. He just barged him out of the way. Actually, why is the injury going on? Sorry, Tim, what have you heard? What we've heard over here about Textor is that he sold 3 players at Botafogo to pay off a personal £50 million loan.
Right. And it was a personal loan. That's the reporting I saw as well. So like that is not just unethical. That's, depending upon the jurisdiction, you get charged for a crime for that.
Absolutely.
It is bonkers to me. Yeah, go ahead.
Quite frankly, the man's a charlatan. Oh, absolute charlatan. And you know what? I wouldn't wish him on anyone.
I was breaking away again.
I'm really liking this.
Yeah. Hey, big up to Rio Cardines with 2 assists in this game. He got the assist for the Devaney game, for the Devaney goal.
That's right, yeah. I've got to say about Cardines, he don't do much defending, does he?
No.
It's a bit like Van Arno, isn't he?
Well, he's got. If he does go on a loan to the championship, he's going to have to learn that. And you know what? Maybe that's why a loan is right for him.
But to be fair, we've always said that we needed a bit of both. We need an attacking wing back in the likes of Cardines, and ideally we need somebody who can actually defend, because Wan-Bissaka was great for a tackle, but that's about it. And Fleeting United for 50 million, I went, I'm saying nothing. Yeah, you take him for 50 million. Great player, Wan-Bissaka. Great player. And then you see they took a hit on him for him to go to West Ham. I went, yep.
Yeah, shame.
Classic Palace. Ollie the Stuff Bear says, Nate, you wouldn't wish Textor on Millwall. They've got enough problems as it is.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's be honest. Romain Esse left Millwall, came to Palace, won a trophy. They can never live that down. Number 1. Number 2, they bought a promotion. And number 3, they've got their cup final this season. And we don't have to worry about them unless we draw them in the cup. And even then, we played them, 3 times in the cup in the last 6 years? Beat them all 3 occasions?
Beat them all 3 times.
Yep. So, I'm not worried about Millwall anymore. But I wouldn't wish Textor on Millwall. As much as I hate them, I'm not that cruel. I don't know, not like Jim does financially. But from what, this Eagle Holdings business, for me, he sounds like he overpaid for Leon, that he was just trying to grab money from everywhere else to try to pay for it.
Right.
Yep.
Right. No, it's leverage. Like this, the thing about John Textor, the difference between John Textor and Steve Parrish in the most simplified, this is an unfair comparison, but in the most simplified and easiest way I can make the comparison is Steve Parrish does not pretend to have money he does not have. No. And so that frustrates us as Palace fans, because we're saying, like, why aren't you spending? And he's saying, I don't have as much money as you think I do. And we can argue about whether or not he's being too stingy, but that's his stance. John Textor is, I got all the money in the world. I can get money from anywhere. And he has taken on so much leverage that it is, leverage is an atomic bomb, man. When you just pile it up and pile it up and pile it up, and it's all debt, and you're taking it at crazy rates because you think you're the smartest person in the room, you are going to light yourself on fire. And that's what he did.
And also, because Textor, it became very clear to a lot of people at Selhurst Park, and Chairman will know this better than anyone, a lot of people at the ground did not trust Textor.
No,
and when the HF unveiled that banner at a home game where it says, Textor, we don't trust you.
We don't trust
the
you.
The heat they took for that, I thought was crazy. Because I remember thinking, we don't know much about him. And all of a sudden, he was promising us the moon and the stars. And then the second our back is turned, he bought Botafogo. He bought Leon. He bought Molenbeek.
Right.
And Jake O'Brien was sold to Leon for peanuts. And then Everton bought him from Leon for a whole ton of money. And I'm sitting there thinking, hold on a second. That don't make sense.
That was
a bit poor by that's used.
Houston won the ball there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did not cover himself in glory there. You skipped that away. But yeah, you remember, Nate. You may not remember, but the reason they put up that banner was for a really, really good reason. Is not only had he gone and made all these other investments, and suddenly it wasn't just about Palace, but you remember there was all of this talk about him taking Eagle football public. And I remember being on here and on Back of the Nest. And one of the biggest questions for me was like, well, what happens if Eagle football goes public and then there's a bunch of Crystal Palace shares on the New York Stock Exchange? What does that mean? Like, can we get, overrun by public market shareholders? It wasn't that simple, but that's a real concern. Like he said one thing, and then all of a sudden it was all this other stuff, and it was sketchy. It was like we were right to ask questions.
Yeah, but again, and this is where a lot of people look at the whole Texter saga, and we're all sat there thinking, okay, Woody Johnson has come in. We don't know too much about him. Obviously, he runs the New York Jets a certain way. The NFL fans were laughing at it. You're in America, Tim, so you know why people were laughing at it. But I've always worried about the American investors because the track record in the Premier League was never great.
No, it's not.
Hicks and Gillette at Liverpool, even FSG at Liverpool, the Glazers at Man United. Even Todd Bowley is probably the rare exception. But even then, Chelsea are just burning money as if it's going out of fashion, So I couldn't sit here and think, oh, Harris and Blitzer are going to turn us into the Barcelona of South London and I was like, no, hang on, wait. Let's see how much impact they have, because we know Parish is deathly afraid of administration for a third time running. Because 2000, 2010, we don't want that to happen again, because let's be honest, it was bad enough to happen a second time. But my worry now is that Parish does the best he can with what he has. But what does that mean long term? Because it's fair enough, we can never spend money for the sake of it, as I said at the top of the show. And I get that we're never going to be able to just spend money willy-nilly, because they've already got rid of all that opportunity with PSR and SCR and all that other stuff. But with us now in our second consecutive European campaign, we needed to see an impact signing made. And that may still happen. There's still a lot of time to go till we kick off against Everton. We don't even know, obviously the draw for the Europa League is yet to happen. But I really hope that the board have got a lot of lists of signings that they're saying, okay, we've got some that we know we can make happen. We've got some in reserve, and then there's players that we might have to go in for in the event that we don't get our initial targets, which happens every season. So I'm not saying that we don't get all of our targets at the board, because let's be honest, okay, then Man City would be worried about it, because they don't always get their key targets. They get a lot of their key targets, but they don't get all of their key targets. But look, I'm just hoping that if lessons were learned, as it was said in that tweet at the start of last month, we need to see proof of that. That's my main gripe. That's got me thinking, all right, we can't spend a crap ton of money in regards to like 400, 500 million. Cool. But please, for the love of God, invest in some half-decent players. Because we're in bad need of a left winger. Because I'm not sure if Esse or Raksaki can handle it.
To be fair, I'm not bothered at the moment, because we've just had a World Cup, and been a 48 team World Cup. So many players have gone to the World Cup and now on their holidays, for want of a better word. So I think the whole transfer window has been really quiet anyway. I think when you get to August, I think when players start coming back for pre-season, then I think there'll be a lot more movement, hopefully.
No. I hear it. But what I'm saying is that you would like to think, given that Europa League football in itself is a massive attraction, there should be more emphasis put on you'll be guaranteed Europa League minutes and you'll be guaranteed rotation Premier League minutes.
I agree.
Our priority is never the cups. Winning the FA Cup 2 years ago.
Got in front of him, didn't he?
That's another great delivery by Rio, by the way.
Yeah, Rio's having a blinder.
He's having a really good game.
Yeah, like I was saying, our priority is very rarely, if ever, the cups. Glasner changed that.
Yeah.
Glasner made it clear, we have to go as far as we can in the Carabao Cup and as far as we can in the FA Cup. We won't talk about last season's FA Cup run for obvious reasons. But point is that previously I could care less about the Carabao Cup. But Glasner made me think, why don't we go and win that actually? That'd be great. Another trophy to add to the list. Let's win a second FA Cup. And I'm not saying all this season, but what I'm saying is my mentality now is I want to see us.
French has missed a great chance, hasn't
he? Yep.
Right into the keeper. Right. I mean,
offside anyway.
Offside.
Offside. No, I think Develli was offside. When the ball ricocheted at Develli.
Yeah,
the actual original shot.
Offside,
But I agree with you, Nate. And I would say, like, it is how you build the depth is important right now. And structurally, I think the club is doing the right things. Like, it's still very early, but we're starting to see, like, Danny Imre. And as much as I'm going to miss Danny Imre, I love Danny Imre, but I'm not going to lie. £5 million with a sell-on clause to Wrexham for a player that never pulled on the shirt for a single first-team appearance. That is a great deal. That's a great deal. That is the academy working. More of that. Like, progress I want to see. Oh, okay. Very good. Progress I want to see this season. Every loan to the degree possible into the championship or into an equivalent continental top league.
Like Ligue 2, the Segunda, the Zwei Bundesliga, Serie B, etc., etc.
Yes, that is what I want to see. If we see that, very good by Rio. Good touch.
See, on that academy documentary on Channel 4, I mean, Paris said that it costs us $5 million a year to run the academy.
Right.
So if we sell it for $5 million, we basically have paid for a whole year. Exactly. Yeah. So everything else is a bonus after that, isn't it?
Yeah. So you want to see more of that. So that's one way to level up. Building out the main stand. Finally, it is happening. That will add 20 to 30 million pounds of revenue per year. Regardless of what any of us thinks of Temporal, the new front of shirt sponsor, that is likely to be a much more lucrative source of commercial revenue. That's good. Like, these are the ways you build up the structure of the club. So all of that is good. It's important to build up the structure of the club, which I think Steve is pretty cognizant of, independent of investors who come in. And I completely agree. As much as I like American sport, and I'm an American investor myself, so I'm not going to try to slate American investors, but American investors in football, including Todd Bowley, typically have been absolutely horrible. The strategy, by and large, from American investors coming into football, irrespective of the league, Premier League, France, Italy, so forth, is just throw money at it. Throw money at the problem. And that's not the right approach. That's just not the right approach. Steve Parish has got, he ain't perfect, but he's got the right idea about what you do is build up the structure and the connection of the club. You keep the root, you make the roots strong. Yeah. And then when incremental money does come in, that helps you.
Yeah.
So he's got the right idea.
100%. And I was watching back the highlights of the first season back in the Prem, where that 3-3 draw at Liverpool, and I remember thinking, imagine we used to celebrate draws. Now we're embarrassed to celebrate draws. That's how much of a mentality shift we've had as a fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we clown Brighton for celebrating a draw with us. We did it here on Eagle-Eyed Football after their famous 1-1 win at Sellers Park with Mopay cupping the Sainsbury's end. And I'm sat there thinking, we were the exact same fan base who was celebrating a 3-3 draw way back in the day. Whereas now I'm like, oh, God, like, we didn't win. What were you celebrating for? There's a point, And like you say, Tim, Parish, as much as a lot of fans don't like him, a lot of fans have a very love-hate relationship with him. You're dead right. The structure he's put in place, it's like the academy was the main one. He said, if the academy's done now, the stadium becomes the next priority.
Yeah.
And naturally, he got clowned on it because of the whole "we're taking this club to the next level" thing. And I couldn't believe how easy an opportunity that is for fans to clown him. I went, Steve, you've not really done yourself any favors on that one.
No, he didn't.
Because, and I was among them, the Parish detractors. We were eating on that. We were eating on that, thinking, we're taking this club. What's the next level, Steve? The championship. Because it was looking that way for a while under Hodgson. Do you know what I mean? But in fairness to him, he must have read the room and gone, okay, they're actually on my case now. Because I remember he himself said, I think it was when the planning permission was given, he wants fans to challenge him. Now we're like, Steve, now we're challenging you. We're not saying win us the Premier League, but show us that ambition at Crystal Palace is more than just making up the numbers. Let's go on a cup run into the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Happy. One trip to Wembley. Happy. Anything after that, bonus. And now we've won 2 major trophies, 1 Super Cup, and I'm thinking, all right, fair enough. He's delivered on a lot of things nobody thought he would. So the man deserves his flowers, and we have to give him a bit of credit.
Yeah, while still challenging him.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be right if we just said he's brilliant and he never deserves any criticism. I don't even think Steve Parish would say that.
I think to be honest with you, I think Parish is quite conservative, and I think it was Glasner coming in changed his perspective. But you're going to get an elite manager. He's going to want to go for trophies, isn't he? And he changed the whole mindset. I think it was Glasner solely that said, if you want me to manage here, we're going to go for everything. Yep. And I think that's where it's come from, really.
Yeah, and I think I've got to thank Ollie Glasner for that. I'm as disappointed as I am that he went to Forest. Look, if somebody offered me a 5 bags of cash to say, like, here, leave this job you love because this is going to set you up for life, I'd be like, I'll be honest, I'm going to be very tempted to do that. I'd probably do it. And then, if it turned out wrong, which it probably will, I got 5 bags of cash to console me. So I'm fine.
I mean,
I can't really blame him, but I think you're 100% right.
Chairman, the rumor is he's on 250,000 quid a week at Forest.
I mean, that's
which is only behind Arteta.
That is so. I mean, look, fair play to Marinakis. He can afford it.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's done that. He just throws money at things too. So
yeah. Just on Mary's comment here, it says it's why the stadium is important. More fans equals more money. Some people with the loudest opinions on social media aren't even spending money at Palace.
Yeah.
Also true. Also true. There are some people who don't go to as many games. I am one of those people, so I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not. But I've tried to tone that down and, not go as crazy on social media anymore. It's just like, look, it is what it is. But Andrew here says, what are your guys' honest thoughts on Chris Richards? In what context, Andrew? It'll be interesting to see what you mean by that, because if you're talking as a player, we love the guy. Yeah. Mr. Reliable, never let us down. Fantastic bit of business from Bayern Munich. And it's just cool knowing that an American plays for Palace, because it's kind of opened the door for a lot of American fans to support us, because it's like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me we're one of the most supported clubs in the United States? Us.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Not there yet.
Like when I'm seeing the state of Colorado was a Palace state, I went, say again?
I know.
What?
I'm doing my part, man. I'm doing my part. I leave my.
It's just Timmy. It's no one else.
no.
There's actually quite a few. But yeah, no, you're right, Nate. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, 100%. But that's what I'm trying to say is just that it trips me out seeing that the club's fan base is growing, but it's growing at a rate nobody understands. Yeah. I'm seeing more accounts of people that are trying to link. Like I was talking to Sean the other day, and Sean was telling me that there's people in Jamaica wanting to holler at him because they know he's a Jamaican Palace fan.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And naturally, people gravitate to the Arsenals, the Chelseas, and what have you. But now people are looking at us going, actually, Palace might be my club. Yeah. Like I did a meetup for the Conference League final, and there was like 25 of us in the pub. And that's, I think, of those 25, 20 were members of the supporters club.
Oh,
so
yeah. What?
Franco.
I don't know how Franco missed that, but that's a really good pass by Nketiah.
Okay, so Andrew's asking, what's his level? Do you think he'll stay for an extended time?
I think he'll sign a new deal. I think he'll sign it. I would say, Andrew, I think he's going to sign a new deal. He loves it here at Palace, and I think he has found a home, and it is very good. This is something that is maybe not unique to American players, U.S. men's national team players, but maybe other smaller federations. And I think I can say that the U.S. men's federation is a smaller federation. It's just harder to recruit. We don't have the mechanism to recruit the top level players into the men's team. It's not like the UK. It's not like really throughout Europe. So it's harder, and we don't necessarily have the best pathway to get the best men's talent into the U.S. men's national team. But one of the ways you sharpen your skills, and they said this a few years ago, and I think this is still a big part of what the structure of the men's team wants, is more players in the big federations, more players in Europe. And Chris is a starter in Europe. So I think I think it's brilliant for his national team. I think it's great for us. So yeah, I think he's going to be inclined to sign a long-term contract, but that may be more hope than expectation.
Yeah. So Eagle-tastic here says, how come Tyrick is so underrated? Most underrated left back in the Prem. The club he plays for. I mean, like, it's bad for England when they take Jordan Henderson over Adam Wharton to the World Cup.
Seriously. Preach that.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Tyrick's the answer, but Tyrick, for me, should be in the England picture. I'm not saying starting England left back, but he should be under consideration. Because if not, he's got to go declare for Jamaica. Because he's too good to not be playing international football for someone. Durfest says we have over 8,000 waiting list for season tickets. That we had that a decade ago. 100%. Colin here says Tim is doing a 50-state tour. Support the Palace. Hey, listen, if it works, it works. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever it takes, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do a lot of evangelizing for Palace here in the States, and one of my favorite things during this World Cup was, and this is where I ain't gonna get political, but what I will say, when the whole debacle with Infantino and Trump went down, it just ruined everything. I was having such a good time. I was having conversations with people who are new to football, asking me questions about, the game, about tactics, about the rules. It was joyous. It was genuinely joyous. People who were really interested here in the States. And then those two just ruined it. They just absolutely ruined it.
I think to be fair, Tim, I think people know that Trump's an idiot, and so is Infantino, and I think people really care. I don't think there's any slander on the American football fans at all. I just think it's just him making an idiot of himself.
Yeah,
personally.
So sorry to cut you short, but Durfair says it's wild seeing the TikToks of new American Palace fans. Eagle-tastic, Bayern and Dortmund have many American players as well.
Yep. Middlesbrough is a new one too. Have you seen this? Max Arfston signed. So did Sebastian Berhalter, and joined. Why am I forgetting his name? Aaron, midfielder at Middlesbrough, but they just signed 2 UN's men's players. Arfston is a second-tier wingback for the U.S. men's team. Good player though, and I rate Sebastian Berhalter. I would have loved to have seen, the son of a, the arguably the most well-known before Chris Richards of American Palace players join the club. Would have been great. It's only a £2 million fee that Middlesbrough got him for. He's a good midfielder.
Yeah.
I remember his dad playing for Palace, and I can honestly say I have no recollection of him playing at all, even though he played 100 games.
And that doesn't surprise me, Chairman. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Chairman, in fairness, when Fan Zhiyi did that interview a few years ago in China, and a lot of Palace fans were like, who the hell's this guy? So, there are names that are just automatically forgettable. And then there's names that you don't even realize, oh, yeah, they did play for us.
Yeah.
Like, I actually got reminded by a friend of mine about One Size. He's like, I could have sworn Fitzhall played for you. I went, oh, yeah, One Size. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
The Premiership season. It's a very similar play to Maxence Aqua, funny enough, just not as good.
Oh, yeah.
Very similar play, yeah.
There's, but it's just, it's strange because, people forget that the Palace that I grew up on and that Chairman would have grown up on. Nobody would have expected us to be where we are now, because I'm like,
no chance.
we used to be a yo-yo team in the Prem, going up, going down, going up, going down. That was it.
Yeah.
There was none of this staying in the Premier League for X amount of movies and X amount of seasons. Sorry, movies. I misread somebody's comment there. My apologies. Blooper. But actually, has the SPL started already? Not even August.
Yeah, I guess it starts tonight. Yeah, is that right? The Scottish Premier League starts tonight. Is that correct?
I don't know. All the stuff, Bear Streets. Don't forget Edgar David's time at Palace. Hey, you can't forget that. That was a fun time to be a Palace fan, man. That was a fun time.
I've got to say, he was absolutely awful. Came with a great reputation.
Yeah.
But he gave away so many bad back passes and own goals and just giving away possession in midfield. It wasn't great.
But to be honest, Chairman, we knew the Edgar Davids we got was not the Edgar Davids that was at Tottenham and AC Milan and these other clubs. You know, so
but you get quality plays, you get their legs go, but their mind doesn't go. They still play good, but he wasn't even that. I don't know why we buy him. I don't know.
But we can say that the best time he had in his career was at Crystal Palace, because he said that on record. The most fun he had playing was look it up.
Okay, I didn't know
100%. That's what you said. Oh God, Thomas Brolin. Yeah, we don't need to go that. Yeah, we don't need to go down that road. Yeah, Adi Akinbaye, Dele Adebola, Thomas Brolin, Jordan March.
Thomas Brolin.
There's so many different names you could throw out.
We took Thomas Brolin on the free. He was unattached. He was. We played one league game in a trial, which was funny. It was away to Newcastle. That year we got relegated, which we won 2-1. He looked so good that we gave him a contract end of the season, and he was so bad. Like for the rest of the season, it was untrue. So,
Egotastic saying we won't forget Sorloth as well. Yeah, Sorloth, but to be fair to him, I don't think he got as much of a fair shout as people could have.
No.
But did he not have during the World Cup the most typical Palace moment ever?
Oh yeah,
where he's driving off the wing, and everybody's thinking like he's going to give it to Haaland, and this is it. This is the game. And
that knocks England out, isn't it?
I mean, that is unbelievable.
Durf saying, and Hodgson's Palace of Division 4 feels such a different world to both myself and Chairman. Listen, I've never seen Palace beneath the second tier of English football, so trust me, I don't want to see us in League 2, but whatever division we're in, I'd be supporting Palace. But
yeah, of course.
League 2 would be dark, man. That would be dark.
Yeah, it would.
But Ash here saying Hayden Mullins is the new manager of Newport County. Good on Hayden.
There's a great player at the time, yeah. Came out for the academy as well.
Yeah, the London Cheesehead, Max Meyer. Yeah, let's not talk about Max Meyer, please, because that wow. Talk about no. I was so gassed for that signing, and then I was like, oh boy.
It was a build-up to it, wasn't it?
Oh, it was am I right in thinking he only scored one goal for us in the Premier League at Liverpool?
Yeah, I think
he scored in the cup.
He scored in the cup at Doncaster, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, Colin Waterman mentioned Chef Kikuchi. Hey, if you see the pass, the long ball that Natty Klein played to Chef Kikuchi, I think on his debut, and Kuchi just barrels it into the back of the net. I'm like, that's a hell of a ball from Kleiny, to be fair. If you watch Kleiny's farewell video.
Yeah.
Egotastic.
I thought that was class, by the way. Kleiny's farewell video.
I love
It's
that.
really class by the club, and
Jack Hunt was terrible. Didn't he barely play? Bless him. Jack Hunt just got injured, and he never really got much of a look in, so that wasn't really his fault. I'm assuming Colin means Aaron Wilbraham. Hey, no slander on Wilbraham. Like, that man played a mile for us in the playoff final, and I was one of his biggest haters.
He missed so many chances in the playoff finals.
Oh my God! Don't even start.
Oh my God! If it wasn't Aaron Wilbraham, we'd have won about 5-0, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Every chance fell to him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about players now who some of them are, I'm sure, forgettable, but some of them are going to be, you mentioned Fan G, cult hero, right? Like, what from this team, maybe past 2-3 years, which ones for you are cult heroes? I'll give you one who is a long shot to become a cult hero at some point. But depending upon how he develops, I could see Justin Devaney becoming a cult hero at some point.
Yeah.
He's never going to be a club legend. But does he develop into a cult hero? I don't know. I'm open to it.
I think purely because of how well he settled into life at Palace. Danny Munoz is up there for a cult hero.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because, the assist for the FA Cup final, I think he scored our first ever goal in Europe, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Against Dynamo Kiev. You could argue Daichi Kamada for the suit in the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
I
think they've got to do a bit more than one season, personally.
Yeah, 100%. Like I remember somebody strongly came out saying that, are all of the all the players that won trophies legends? And went, depends on the player. Depends on the player.
Team is legendary.
Team is legendary, but certain players cannot be legends. Like, I'm not having Matt Turner be a Palace legend.
Yeah.
Like, he played his part in the FA Cup run. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But let's not dilute the word legend at Crystal Palace, because then you're making Borna Sosa a Palace legend, and I'll never hear that.
Yeah.
That will never be approved, ever.
I mean, for me, in the last 10 years, it's got to be Zaha's got to be there, and I think Jednak as well.
Wilf
dragged us on his own, like to get wins and get points and stay up, innit? Literally on his own.
Yeah, Wilf, Jedinak, Milivojevic. Milivojevic is a cult hero.
Luka,
yeah. Delaney.
Damo. Scotty Dan, cult hero.
Yeah.
Scotty Dan, goal machine.
It was,
Come on now.
Great goal scoring centre back, wasn't it?
You know what I mean? I want Patrick Van Arnold has to be under consideration, because some of the goals he scored were just like the winner at OT against United, Fergie time winner.
You got to put Macca on that list, do you not?
Macca, 100%. It's got to be Macca.
Macca's on that list. Yeah.
Townsend goes up there for that goal at City. That goal was outrageous.
Yeah.
I think for me, the sort of like cult hero status is not somebody who scores loads of goals. It's somebody that just gives you 100%.
Yes.
All the time, every single game,
Just embodies the shirt, right?
Exactly right,
100%.
Is he off? No, he's on.
Just around their box at the moment, aren't we?
I mean, everything is going through Cardines right now.
It is, yeah, definitely, yeah.
He's a problem for them, and that's what you want to see.
Yeah,
Cardines is having a blinder, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned Andre Moritz there. Absolutely a cult hero. Absolutely 100%. And I'll tell you why. His reactions to Will's second goal against Brighton in the playoff semi-final, if you watch when Eagles there, 100%.
Yeah.
Because you could tell Moritz was up for it. He was like, I want to nail these MFers.
Yeah.
Millsy saying Clint Hill, he'll come on Survival Sunday. If you're saying no on Survival Sunday, you're lying. Ash is saying Darren Powell for his goal against Sunderland, 100%. Ninja, Eric Young, 100%. Johnny Salad, I know he's a club legend, but also a cult hero because he's so much ingratiated in the club now. I've
got to say, going back to Andre Moritz, when he came on the channel, he seemed such a humble guy, didn't he? And he spoke really well at Palace, and he really wanted to stay. And they didn't really want to keep him, which is a bit strange, I've got to say, but there you go.
Yeah, because apparently Holloway's wife had a dream about him being terrible in the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean,
are you kidding me?
And then
it was the full Neil Warnock treatment.
Yeah, it was, and then Jerome Thomas was brought in as his replacement, and we all know how that went. No shade on Jerome Thomas, but to go from Andre Moritz to Jerome Thomas, worst downgrade in history.
Get it? Oh.
Offside, Mitchell.
All the stuff there. Stern John for almost killing Palace as a club for not passing to Ambrose.
I've been bloody awful as well.
Yeah.
But you have to take in consideration the time when he was playing. We had no players at all. We were fighting relegation. We was in administration. We had no money and no players. And we got these journeymen like Clint Hill, like Sean Derry, like Darren Ambrose, who just, got us out of a hole, basically.
Paddy as well, Paddy McCarthy.
Yeah.
Johnny Esther. There's another one. Johnny Williams.
Just always injured, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Good talent, but just always injured.
Yeah. Do you know what? When I watched back the Liverpool highlights of the 3-3, Yannick's run from our box to the Homestead, I thought, how the hell did he not collapse and have a coronary? But,
and the kick, like he kicks it and runs right onto it. It's so good.
2-1.
Halftime 2-1.
All right, very good. Not a bad first half. I think you tell me if I'm reading this wrong, but I think you can see the way Saj wants to play football. And the hard part is this gives me two feelings here. The first is a lot of hope, a lot of one-touch football, a lot of good patterns, a lot of chance creation, which I really, really like. But for the love of God, we have got to right now really get on it, recruiting at the back. We are really going to need the best depth we can possibly get at center back.
Yeah.
And I mean,
100%.
We cannot afford an injury in the back line with this system. The way we're playing, as high as we're playing, good grief, man. We have got to have really good center back depth, or we are going to get lit up.
I know it's only a friendly. I mean, I was watching it on holiday, by that RC lens, we were shocking at the back, weren't we? I mean, we could have gone down 3 or 4 or 5 nil at half time easily.
Yeah, easily.
It was so bad.
What I'll say about that Lawns game is when you're making Eddie look like a world beater, you're in problems. Because where was that when he was at Palace? Now, obviously, he may have that chip on his shoulder that he never got the rub of the green at Palace and whatever. But I'm thinking, my Lord in heaven, how have we allowed this to happen? Our current manager's former club are making a joke out of us.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, that was their first team.
I hear it, but what I'm saying is that like Odsonne Edouard at Palace was so underwhelming.
Yeah.
Like debut against Tottenham aside, where I watched expressions crash out and it had me bursting laughing hysterically. Apart from his goal against Arsenal, where we somehow drew 2-2, I can't recall many moments where I'm like, all right, good on Eddie. He's done well here. Like, there are few and far between moments where you were like, yeah, I see why we brought him from Celtic. Because apart from Joe Ledley, we've never bought well from Scotland.
Yeah.
Because, people
except for Devaney. Could you say Devaney is a buy from Scotland?
Yeah, but he's more an academy buy. I'm talking more like outright first team buy.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Don't get me wrong. Like Devaney has definitely become a player that a lot of the fans don't rate. They're like, oh, he's rubbish. If a bid comes in, sell him. But on performances like that and that penalty in the Community Shield, I'm like, oh, there might be a player there. Granted, he's not a starter, but he's an option off the bench, and we need those.
I just want to quickly say that. Big up to everybody. We've just hit 100 people watching as well.
Nice.
Craziness.
Brilliant.
Yeah, 100 people.
Crazy.
Big up to every single one of you.
Yeah, big up everyone.
So Ash, to answer your question, I've put the substitutes on the screen now for you, so you can see who's on. A few people now mentioning Michael Hughes, Armstrong, Eddie McGoldrick, Andy Gray, Dwight Gale, Sasa Churchich, hot chocolate, man. Hot chocolate, 100%. Bro, that guy was a basket case, but a funny basket case. Balassi, he got me into Palace and was our first big sale in the Premier era. He was actually, to be fair.
Yeah, for 35 million?
28 mil, I think it was.
Was it?
It's Everton, wasn't it?
No, this was funny. Japhet Tanganga, when he was playing for Spurs and he suffered mad head loss against Wilf,
Yes.
Sent off at the end, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
And expressions went absolutely crazy. That was funny. Expressions having a crash out is standard, but that game he had severe. That was a major crash out from him.
Yeah.
All right, people. I know. We signed. I know Friedman is Scottish, and I know we got Speroni from Dundee. I'm talking post 2014. So from 2014 onwards, we haven't really bought that well from Scotland, bar Joe Ledley.
Actually, we bought Friedman from Barney, I think it was.
Yeah, but they're like, oh, because I said we don't buy well from Scotland, so they're assuming I said we don't buy good Scottish players. Where James MacArthur and Dougie Friedman beg to differ, and Jim Cannon, the legend from back in the 70s and the 80s.
To be fair, back in the 70s, we had a lot of half decent Scottish players because they were cheap. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Well, now, I mean, we're getting.
Oh yeah.
In recent years, we've.
Eagle expressions in that 3-1 defeat at Tottenham. That was generational, man. That was
priceless.
But Rich here saying, I see the Sarge Ball vision. We just need more senior players to implement it properly. 100%. And let's be honest, people, preseason means nothing.
Yes.
If we get battered 3-0 by Long, but we somehow end our Everton hoodoo on the first game of the season, I'm going to say people are mad we lost to Lons. I could care less.
Right.
I want to see Everton suffer for that because I'm like, can we actually beat these lot for once? It's actually annoying me that we keep losing to Everton.
Seriously.
They're such a scumbag club.
I think to be fair, I do agree with you, but what I would say is with our sort of tall players away in the World Cup, it gives the fringe players a chance to shine for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know Lens was only a friendly, but I thought I was a bit annoyed how poor we were.
Yeah, we were poor. We really did get cut open. I mean,
too many times.
If Sangalo to Brentford finalised, so can we hijack? If we wanted him, we should have made it clear from day one. But we're just sitting on our hands, so I think it's not going to happen.
That's an over £40 million transfer that Brentford is going to pay. That was never happening. That's what I'm talking about with like the nonsense from the UK media that even came out in any serious way is absolute garbage. That is nonsense. That was never happening.
No.
We were never like, surely like next season, coming into next summer, will you see a £40 million transfer in the midfield to Crystal Palace? I would say odds are pretty decent that would happen because we're going to lose Wharton, we're going to lose Lerma, we're going to lose Kamada. We're going to lose those three next year. So, yeah.
Sorry, we couldn't hijack an empty plane.
Wow.
All right, Millsy, that is hilarious.
I got to go get some coffee after that.
Oh, my God. Hey, that's hilarious. Big up, Millsy. That's hilarious.
It's true, though.
Very true. Eagle says, why is Diamande going to Forest? He is a Champions League level player, probably because of his wages and Glasner as the manager. Yeah, but here's the thing. If Forest get relegated, please, so I can enjoy Forest fans' pain, particularly Wolfie from Forest Fan TV, because he was insufferable last season. Now, I don't wish relegation on anyone, but Wolfie, you might have to hold some smoke, my guy. But Diamande going to Forest, look, it's annoying, but realistically, he won't be at Forest long.
I think the problem with Forest is we can't compete with them, can we? Because they're quite happy to pay someone £150,000 a week, and we would probably do that to one player. We couldn't do it for half a team. That's where it lies, unfortunately. Regardless of Europe, it's about money, isn't it?
Yeah, no, 100%. But I'm all for us not giving into like pressure of Forest want him, so we have to pay. No, let him go Forest because he's. Like Diamande, if Diamande was that good, he wouldn't be going to Nottingham Forest. Period.
No.
Like he'd be gone to Arsenal, he'd be gone to Liverpool, he'd have gone to a club way higher up than Forest. And I know Forest are a massive club from their 2 European Cups, but Forest are not that elite level of football club. Same way we're not. He's not. Us Europa League football doesn't make us elite. Do you know what I mean? If we win the Europa League this season, then it's a totally different conversation. Because that's just going to be the shamelessness is going to go off the scale. They thought we were bad when we won the Conference League. Oh, they ain't ready for us if we win the Europa. UCL football and FC25 next season. I'm moving back to London if that happens. Real talk. Here's my P45. I'm on the next plane to Gatwick. See you later. Goodbye. Sayonara. I'll be gone. But no, being realistic, Diamande going to Forest. Look, if they're happy to pay crazy wages, they think that he'd improve them. All right, cool. The one thing I want Palace to do is, if we can, just buy smartly. I'm not saying spend stupid. I'm not saying spend shrewdly. Just recruit smartly. Get players in that we know this is a guy for rotation. This is a guy that's going to give the likes of, say, Munoz or Kamada or Wharton or whoever a bit of motivation. Colin says, I'll build a house in the shape of the Europa League trophy. Hey, best of luck, mate. Best of luck. Eagle saying, bring Azorio. Hey, if that happens, Rich is going to absolutely enjoy that. That would be amazing. But there's a comment here. I just want to.
Have you seen the Europa League trophy?
Oh, love it! Look at that.
I still haven't got a a Conference League one.
Community Shield.
Yeah, we can't get a decent one. You can only get a decent FA Cup or Conference League.
Well, look, put it this way, Neil. You're the only person in South London that's not a Millwall or Charlton fan that has seen a European trophy. So,
this is true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because last I checked, there's only one team that's won a trophy in Europe, south of the river. Imagine that. Sorry, to answer this here, would love to see Forest relegated, but I can't see past the 3 that came up. They're so much worse than the rest. Sunderland and Fulham, perhaps your thoughts. Sunderland, no. I think last season that they shocked a lot of people, us included. They were very good. Fulham, for how arrogant a certain one of their fans on Twitter was, I would love it. But the majority of their fan base are fairly cool, so you can't really see Fulham going down. Coventry with Lampard, that could go either way.
Yeah. Hull
City, I don't know. They might survive or they might drop. Ipswich without Kieran McKenna, I think they're doomed. With him there, they have every chance of staying up because they were a bit unlucky last time out, in my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt Ipswich were unlucky to go down the last time.
To answer that question, it's called Next Football, NEX FOOOTBALL. That's the company. It's a company in China that do obviously replica trophies, and they're very good. And when you order them, I've done it 3 times now. I've got this and this, and the medal as well. And there's 2 downstairs as well, and they've all come in 2 weeks. So.
Oh, wicked. So big up to Stephen Dye. He says, that was a good watch. Lots of good football. Gives me a lot of hope that once we get all the squad together with additional players, we can compete for the Europa League and a good league position. All I'm saying is don't get relegated and make the Europa League the priority.
No.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying 17th. I ain't saying that. I'm not saying do a Man United or a Tottenham and get to the final. I want to see us fairly comfortable in the Prem. But Europa League has to be our priority because not only is it a ticket to the UCL, but it's another trophy. And it completely ends any talk of us not being a bigger club than we currently are. Yeah. People might say, oh, you've won 1 FA Cup and 1 European trophy. All right, cool, I hear it. But why don't we win 2 European trophies? What then?
Yeah. No, a Palace side that makes it into the Champions League would change everything. It would change 100%. Everything. Not just financially. It would change the texture of the club. It would change the reputation of the club. It would attract players in a way that would be very different. It just changes everything. It doesn't change it permanently though, because Leicester was in the Champions League, and so it has to be something that you build upon. But you've opened doors that just weren't opened. Up to that point. So you need to do it well. You need to be smart about it, but that is like a lottery ticket that you can cash in, and then how you invest it from there is up to you. And I trust the club to invest properly. But yeah, 100%, you're right. I think the thing that is fun to watch and why I really am enjoying this Nate, is I look at the football that we're playing, and the thing that is different from like Glasner did change the way that we played, and we played faster with greater intensity, and there was good chance creation, but there was always from a very, very strong defensive base. I think here I'm a little bit nervous about the defending, but I'll take that for the moment because what I see is a chance creation machine. Like this, Pierre Sage has some really interesting ideas for chance creation. That's what I think I'm seeing. And that to me is tremendously exciting. Yeah. Really exciting.
So, guys, because we have around 99 to 100 people watching at the moment, please hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah. Because obviously, people, this is fantastic to see so many people engage with us today. I'm going to get to a few more comments. Durfez is saying that 17th and Europa League winning is okay for me. Champions League will be generational. Brother, the UCL anthem played at Selhurst Park will feed families. I'm telling you right now, it would be unbelievable.
Yeah. You know, that Dublin trip, I'll tell you, it's got a lot to answer for, isn't it?
Hey, listen. It ain't our fault. The best Guinness on the planet comes from where it's made. All right? I'm just saying.
I mean, I have to say, I don't drink anymore, but I have been to Dublin. I have been to the St. James Gate Brewery, and I had Guinness from the tap at the source. I have to tell you, like the angels are the heavenly host singing down on you. You know, like it was unbelievable. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's incredible stuff.
Like I said, it's not our fault that where it's made is the best place to have Guinness.
Right. I said that Dublin trip got a lot to answer for.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is when I saw Shamrock Rovers are in the Champions League qualification, I went, just put them in the Europa League next season, and another trip to Dublin would do us, because that'd be sensational.
That's the same stadium, isn't it?
Yeah, Taylor, isn't it? That's their stadium. Yeah, the Taylor Stadium is their stadium. Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to see a different group.
Yeah, Raksaki, SA, King. Yeah, there's King there on the screen. So hopefully that's a full change of 11. Somebody's bigging up your Guinness there, Chairman.
Nothing wrong with that.
Eagle-tastic saying big up the Chairman's Guinness. Can't wait to see the Turkish ultras pull up the Selhurst and cause carnage in Croydon.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. They'll probably improve it.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, 100%. Somebody said they want AC Milan or Juventus as an away day. Now, that would be epic.
Yeah, sure.
The San Siro away.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think I got a question for you guys? So we're gonna see a different back three. Do you rate either of King or Jemede to be, say, a number 6, and not number 6 in terms of the position, but like, let's say we recruit 2 center backs, and then do one of those youth players become the 6th, who is there as a separate back 3? Do you think one of those 2 can make a spot in the squad, King or Jemede?
No, I think they both got that line personally. I think they need a bit more game time.
So Lerma takes that spot then.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, probably right.
I think it is. Do you know something? Half the time it's physicality as well in the Premiership.
Yeah, sure. Although I have to say, I think Jemede's got the physicality. He's got a good left foot, but I think King is by far a better defender than Jemede is. I may be wrong. You watch commentators curse here. You know, he gives away an own goal right now. So
yeah. So Ash is saying San Siro away in the group stages only, please. I hear it, but hey, if we get them in the knockouts, I wouldn't be mad. Smith to be the 6th as Eagle-tastic. Rich is saying Jemede for him.
I mean, I would love it. Mofi has got physicality.
Jemede has played for England, to be fair.
Yeah.
Says the dog. Teo on another loan, or is that a choice? Teo on another loan. I'd say cash in on Teo, me personally. I don't think he's going to get minutes this season.
I agree.
probably right. Although
don't get me wrong, I would love him to get minutes.
Yeah.
But frustratingly, I don't think he can even get ahead of Borna Sosa, which shouldn't be difficult.
Yeah.
There you go. I think I'm ahead of Borna Sosa after about a couple of weeks.
John here says, I like all the young centre backs on the tour. I honestly think Mofe Jamide needs game time and probably a loan. Walker Smith is young and has time in his favour. King is the one I think could do it this season.
Yeah. I think King is incredibly underrated. I think he's a good defender, and he does he's got a pass in it. Oh, that's a foul. Pulling the shirt. Let's go.
Yeah, big time.
Tim, Ash is saying you need to commentate in order to be guilty of the commentator's curse.
True. I've done that in the past, but not the.
So Eagle Tastic is saying sell Borna Sosa and keep Teo. But the problem with that, Eagle, is who do you sell him to? Because if you can convince someone to give us money for Borna Sosa, I promise you won't have to buy a pint in South London ever again.
Yeah.
Palace got a free kick right outside the box.
Thoughts on Benamar, guys?
I love Dean Benamar. I absolutely love Dean Benamar. And I would say, the reason I would rate Teo is only one in one way. But Benamar and Teo share this in common, and so I rate Benamar a little bit higher. Both are very pacey. Teo is really pacey, and I do think Saj's system really prizes pace on the wings and at the center back position. So that really does favor Teo, but he's got to be a better defender. So plus he's over age, so he'd take a roster spot. So I do think Teo is probably more likely to be sold. But Benamar has got pace. He's got improving physicality, and his movement is terrific. I really rate Dean Benamar, Chairman.
He played which game did he play in? One of the European Cups, wasn't it?
Yeah, Cups.
Until he got the a cramp, I think he got. I thought he was excellent, really excellent.
Yeah,
he thought he deserved to be there.
So he's somebody I would, if you had Benamar in this team, because he's underage and you don't have to declare him for the 25-person roster.
3 against 2 in Palace. França.
Oh, here we go.
Over the bar. Sorry, Tim, what minute are you on?
I am on 48, 36, 37.
Okay.
I think you're a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah, only about 8 seconds it is, yeah.
That's fine. It don't matter. Let me see if I can go.
So I've just
now I'm up to, let's see.
I've just frozen.
I'm up to 48, 50, 51, 52, 53.
Okay, well, I'm going to, if I pause mine for about 5 seconds, I'm on 59 now. So we're on 59.
Yeah, we're right. We're right on. We're right on.
Okay, 49 minutes now. One, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I think Benamar is a terrific player. I would like Teo, but like you could easily see for me, Dino being a third option at left wing back. So you've got Ty. You probably have Sosa as the number 2, and then if Dino becomes the number 3 option and you don't have to use a roster spot on him, great. And then, if he keeps developing, he goes above Sosa. I mean, it shouldn't take a lot to move above Sosa. So,
yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think Teo's one of them players that probably has to take a step down to go back up again. So go to a League One team and get like a couple of seasons under his belt and improve, and then he can move back up again. But at the moment, he wouldn't survive in the Premiership, and he struggled in the Championship. So he probably has to go League One.
Yeah, I agree. Very good, Ty. Oh, that's a foul.
Yeah, 100% left his leg out.
Over 100 viewers again. Good.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, 101. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Was it Durfa saying Teo is somebody you sell to? I think Teo's not going to command a very big fee, Durfez, but I think if you sold him for, $2 million plus a very healthy sell-on fee, I think you could be happy with that. It's not great, but he really hasn't done much.
What in the heck?
When Donald Trump is Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus, we're in trouble, aren't we?
Oh, stop. Whoever. No. No. Less of that. Or Bradford, he had a good loan there. Teo Adaramola, John's on about.
I think he's got to go back to League One team again, I think.
Yeah.
And have a whole season at League One, yeah. And do well. And then ride back up again.
Do you know what? Killed him was that he went to the worst possible loan at Sheffield Wednesday last season. Because that club is a mess. Everything fell apart there, and naturally that's going to rock anyone's confidence. So,
do you know,
that's where I think Mark Bright needs to be held accountable, because the loan policy with us is awful at times. It's bad.
It is bad, yeah. I think he shouldn't have gone to Coventry. He had one game there, and then he went into they put him in their youth team. That's why we pulled him back in it. I think that sort of shot his confidence in. That's a great ball.
Yeah.
Fancy, that was nice.
Offside.
That's a great ball by Ozo, by the way.
I think that was JD actually.
And he wasn't offside.
Was it JD? Oh, I thought it was Ozo.
Yeah, he wasn't offside. How's that offside?
Yeah, he wasn't offside at all.
The dog saying that Teo did quite well at Wednesday. Yeah, but Wednesday as a club, the dog was an absolute shambles.
Yeah, and I mean he got a lot of game time, but
he did.
That's a draining experience when week in and week out you are just destined to get drilled. I don't know how much that helps you.
Nah.
But it's so funny because
that's a good save from the keeper.
Unlucky.
Best decision by
Come on, recycle it.
See, look at Ozo. He's a young kid, but his body shape is like a seasoned pro, isn't it?
Yeah.
He looks so strong.
He is a tank.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
You know what? I was thinking this. I'm not mad if Ozo becomes a squad option this season. I'm not saying don't loan him out, either. But I wouldn't be mad if Ozo becomes a squad option.
No, not at all.
Because, look, Tim, I think you'll agree with me. Sheck Decore, we don't know. Is it the Sheck we got before his injury?
Right. Yeah, we don't know that.
You know.
And he's not playing right now, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Not out there.
He's on the bench.
Yeah. They brought Ozo on, didn't they?
Yeah. Eagle saying it was the right time for Danny Imre to leave. He's 23 and have better upcoming options for the future. And this is the thing. We haven't even seen our Category 1 crop start to break through yet.
That's right.
You know, a lot of the academy players we've seen so far, they're all Cat 2 players. Even Wilf was a Cat 2 player.
Yeah.
So when we start bringing our Cat 1 players through, hopefully, if we're ever able to, we may then see, okay, wow, now it was great to wait as patiently as we did.
Well, Benamar and Drakes Thomas are the ones that could be the ones that tell us where we're at.
Yeah.
You know, with those Cat 1 players.
The dog saying he doesn't get why Raksaki is on and Essay isn't. You have to ask PS Sarge that. I think Sarge maybe thinks Raksaki can offer more going forward. Maybe Raksaki's more direct in play. I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah. It's a good question.
It is a very good question, to be fair. Oh, Frank, why would you do that? That's so clumsy.
It's really bit disappointing, actually, isn't it?
That is so clumsy. Why would you do that? Oh, my God, Mitchell.
Done well there.
Go on, Ozo. Bad him up.
He did.
Not sure how we can hold on to all our central midfielders, especially as we probably need to sign another in that position. We can't have 7 players fighting over 2 spots. But rotation will also play a part. Injuries could play a part. So it's always good to have depth, because if we lose Adam Wharton, we need to know we've got depth to cover him.
That's right.
So,
that's right. And look, Ozo is, for me, I'll just say the reason I want Ozo in the team is he fits a very important profile for this team. He's got physicality. He's got pace. He presses the ball. And he's got a goal in him. Like, he will run into like this right here. This is is he raw? Yes, he is raw. He's a little bit all over the place, but he's got a lot of physicality. He's got a lot of pace. He runs into the attacking area.
Yeah.
He defends pretty well. He can shield the back line. he's not going to get a ton of games, but he will play. And I think it would be a mistake to get rid of him and loan him out. I want him in this side. I need him to get like 20 games worth of experience. So when players do go next season, and they will, we will suddenly be shorthanded in midfield. You'll have David Ozo as somebody who's got some Prem level experience, some Cup level experience. He's had a couple of seasons in the championship.
Yeah.
Somebody that we feel relatively comfortable saying, like, yeah, maybe this is our second choice midfielder or something like that.
To be fair to him, we played 60 games last year. And if Ozo stays, he's going to get 10 games minimum, isn't he?
Yeah,
in Europe and League Cup and things like that. Oh, we're in.
3-1.
Yeah.
Is that Canvo?
Canvo.
Nice. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Well in, JD. Well in. We love that. They've
all got the same haircut, haven't
they? Mandem FC, strike again, people.
Yeah. Nice.
What's that,
boy, JD. I didn't see the header, so I don't know how he gets that in.
I think a bit
Good
of a
delivery,
mess.
though.
A goal, yeah, a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
Oh, no. It just falls to him, and he just right off the
falls
boot.
for a crowd of players, isn't it?
Yeah.
Swings his foot here. He's inside the 6-yard box. No reaction from the defenders at all. He just stood there and watched it.
Yeah.
So Eagle here says keep Drake's Thomas this season or loan. I think keep and then loan. Need depth. Sarge is good with wide players. That's why I think Brennan Johnson will be better this season. We have seen it at Spurs. Interesting.
I hope so. I did think that against Famalicão, that Johnson, he does miss a sure goal, but his running and his overall play was way better. So I'd like to believe that. I'd like to believe we're going to see more from him. We need to see more from him for sure.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you are just joining us, we currently have 101 people locked into the stream. Thank you very much to everyone who is locked in with us. Oh, unlucky. It's currently Crystal Palace 3, AL-ULA FC 1. Deveni and Nketiah scored within 10 minutes to put us 2-0 up. Al-Salahim pulled the goal back. And then JD Campbell was just scored to make it 3-1 to Palace. And apparently Nottingham Forest are losing. Which is a good thing. So we love that. We love that.
Who they're playing even? I've got no idea.
I do not know. Colin, if you can tell us who they're playing, that would be wonderful, sir, because I do not know who they're playing. I'm too focused on Palace to care about some horrible little grotty club up in the East Midlands. They call themselves Red Dogs. I'll treat them like Red Dogs. Hughes on the ball here. Is that Cardi got wide? Ball in.
Good run.
Oh, keeper's done well there, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's a good run. That's a sure goal if the keeper doesn't come out and take care of it.
Mary is set. They're playing Sporting Club de Portugal. Ironic because they're trying to sign Diamande from them.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
That's ironic.
You know who else is there is Jesse Derry. I wonder, Colin, is Jesse playing? Probably not, but I'd be curious.
Mary here is saying Johnson doesn't look good on the ball. Is that just confidence?
Probably. Some of it, surely.
Big up to Alexander. He says, I'm actually not minding Souza as a centre-back. Call me crazy.
He's missing it. He's missing open goal for him, sir, literally.
There we go. Sorry, that's better.
I mean, literally an open goal. The keeper came out. He passed it straight to him.
I mean, he does. That's the right. It's the right touch, but he just gets it wrong. Well done, David. Well done.
Ozo. Ozo. Oh my word. Sarge looks very expressionless, very different to Glasner.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I think he likes they're playing with the movement that he wants, clearly.
Yeah, but that's the good thing is that we are seeing elements of how Sarge plays. Just to touch on this though, Chelsea's 9-month academy ban came too late for us. Jesse Derry and Reggie Watson, we could have kept them if they hadn't appealed and gained the time to steal them. But to be honest, at that time that they did leave, we weren't playing academy kids.
No.
So if your best bet is to get into the Chelsea team where they loan you out to clubs where you can compete, I kind of see it. I don't like it, but I do see it. And to be honest, like, again, we had Roy Hodgson at the club for too many years, and he never played academy players. Yeah. The one time he did, he actually bit back at the fans and was like, I hope they're happy that I gave Brandon Pierrick minutes. And to be fair, I was like,
gosh.
Yeah, okay. Brandon Pierrick was that was bad. Not his fault, bless him, but
I think the problem with academy players is you have to remember they're not Palace fans, are they? They want to be a professional footballer, and if you've got a chance to move to Chelsea, you might not pay too much, but you'll get double, triple your wages.
That right there. Right there, that is the reason I am willing to be a little bit more patient with the academy. Chairman, because
Tomiyasu coming on.
Tomiyasu, James Thomas, and Decore are coming on.
Come on, let's see what we got.
Hero.
And here comes Decore, and he's going to wear the armband. Brilliant.
Who's that? Drake Thomas as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Drake Thomas is on as well.
And Decore.
Somebody here says Pierrick was peak hype FC. Exactly, but this is what I'm saying is that we were so desperate for another young player to break through because we'd seen Saleh Kaikai, we'd seen Levi Lumeka, and then Brandon Pierrick was meant to be the next big thing, and it just never worked out.
It never worked, yeah.
You know, it's currently Sporting 3, Nottingham Forest 1 for everybody who wanted to know.
But I want to make this point because, Chairman, I think you absolutely nailed this here. I'm willing to give the club a little bit more grace at the academy level because this is the problem that the academy system has. It's even worse than at Premier League level. I just misses it a bit. Where if you can pay like £30,000 a week for an academy player, and that's like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, all of these teams do that. They pay their youth unbelievable amounts of money. Yeah. And if you're a 16-year-old and you're going to get that kind of money, and Palace will never be able to do that.
You're gone. You're gone.
You are absolutely gone.
Pierrick is actually at AFC Croydon now, the team owned by Zaha and Stormzy.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go. So Stormzy and Wilf, who own AFC Croydon, Pierrick's playing for AFC Croydon.
I mean, as a youth team player, you've got to basically bounce around everywhere, isn't it? That's what happens. There's nothing you can do about it.
Right, and not only that, like if you
unlucky day.
The ball is perfect. The delivery is just terrible.
Right, Tim, Chairman, here's one for you. Wilf is a free. Would you have him as a squad player?
100%.
Yeah,
100% I would.
You would want the experience, wouldn't you? You'd want the locker room experience.
So put it this way, right? Like Chairman said, as a squad player, 100%.
Yeah.
Everybody's waxing lyrical. Oh, the number 11 shirt is free. Does that mean Wilf's coming home? And People, you're reading too much into that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 100% saying, give me Zaha to come off the bench to score the winner in a cup final.
There you go.
Levels. The emotions would be absolutely off the scale.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the Wilf that comes back is not the Wilf that left.
No chance.
Right. And I don't want it to be an Andy Johnson scenario. If you remember that from, was it 2014, 15? In the net teller jersey where he came back? I'm nearly sure it was.
I think Zaha will give so many. If he came on the last 15 minutes, he'll give so many people a lift, didn't it?
Oh yeah, hey, if we're a goal or two down, and we know we've got Zaha to step off the bench, that will lift us as a fan base at Selhurst Park. Or knowing he's on the bench away from home, it would be a total game changer. But I'm very wary of bringing players back because they're not the player they were when they left. Like Andy Johnson was a prime example. Everybody was going mad when Andy Johnson came back. Oh, AJ's back. He's going to be his old self. No, he was the very rundown, battered and bruised, war-torn veteran that was there at Fulham and QPR and what have you. And Everton, I believe it was, because he left us for Everton, I think. Am I right? Yeah.
And the other thing about Zaha as well, he'll sell a few shirts as well, won't he?
Oh, listen, it goes without saying.
Marketing will be excellent.
Yeah. I mean, it is weird seeing França wearing 27. That's all I'm saying. It's still strange to me. But the fact that both França and Johnson don't have 11 is like, okay, that's interesting. I didn't expect that.
I think that's because we're gonna try to recruit somebody in that spot, and like I know I'm gonna make Rich lose his mind when I say this, but I think that's like if you have the budget for it and you go in for Nusa, that's the guy who gets the 11 shirt.
But see,
to be fair, Wilford end up in Saudi Arabia, won't he? But the football's quite slower, isn't it?
Yeah, and do you know what? When people are saying that his legs are gone, he's got too much of an ego, that is the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to go mad about the sentimentality and, best ever player coming back and whatever. But like I said at the start, it's not the same Zaha that left.
Yeah.
Right.
And therein lies the problem, because we don't want a player coming back who's not at that level that he was when he left, sorry.
And you don't want to pay him $100,000 a week, do you?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Millsy, to answer your question, Brennan Johnson did have the number 11 last season.
Yes.
I feel Czech prime 22-23 season coming. If that happens, I'm actually frightened for some of our opponents this season, because Wharton and Czech at full power. Oh boy,
that's what we did. Do you remember that when we absolutely took Chelsea apart when we had that the last time Czech and Wharton were together?
Yeah,
we took Chelsea apart.
Second half, that's right. First game of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Ash here is saying, I saw Mudryk had been cleared to play after his own bad cheeky loan. Enough with the Chelsea loans. Parish is twerking for Chelsea at the moment. There's talk of Chelsea wanting Wharton and this, that, the other. I want Chelsea to be told to be sent to the shadow realm. £400 million up front for Adam Wharton, please, Chelsea. 400 million. Then you can have him.
It's another drinks break, most of it.
Yeah.
I think we're stuck with this now, aren't we? It looks like it.
I mean, I think it's only we're not going to see this once we get into the teeth of the season. No. This is an actual drinks break I can get behind. During the World Cup, it was total nonsense. This is like, it's just drinks. You can't go pull out the tactics board. It's not like a glorified timeout. At the World Cup, it was shameful. It was terrible.
To be honest with you, Tim, see the World Cup, I got it a bit because some of the games was like 100 degrees, wasn't it? It was horrible.
Sure, and if it was just for that, I would have been behind it.
But it was about advertising on the telly, which is why they made so many £1 billion profit.
Absolutely. It's why I did not watch. I don't have access to Fox, and I was glad. I watched every World Cup game on Telemundo. And by the way, it was incredible because they never cut away to a commercial. Plus, I mean, if you've never watched football on Telemundo, chef's kiss, man. It's
actually great. While they're having a drinks break, just a general topic, what were your thoughts of, let's say, Argentina's, let's say, their reaction to losing a World Cup?
I mean, it was very Millwall-esque, was it not? It was.
Put it this way. It couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of B words. Exactly. Oh no, it's past Warwickshire. It couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of bastards. They deserve it. They deserved it. They deserved it. Football won. Sod Argentina. And last I checked, lads, Las Malvinas son Inglaterras. So have a bacha.
Their behaviour was shocking, wasn't it? I mean, really, and it looked awful. Like, honestly, and the way the officials looked after them as well. They looked after Messi. They really wanted him to win, didn't they? Badly.
I mean,
of course they did. Because, Chairman, you got to remember, because Ronaldo could never do it, right? Despite the fact that he had Bernardo Silva, he had this player, that he had players around him that could help him out. Portugal never turned up in the big moments.
Yeah.
Argentina did turn up in the big moments, but this Argentina team were woeful.
Yeah.
Barely scraped past Cape Verde, barely scraped past Egypt, laboured against England. England got too cocky at 1-0 up and parked the bus, which drove me mad because I'm like, you get the game won and done at 3-0, then you park the bus. Tuchel, why are you doing a Sam Allardyce? Right. I don't want to see Sam Allardyce, Katie Hopkins football in the World Cup semi-final. What is this?
That was genuinely hard to watch. That really was hard to watch, Nate.
Do you know what, Tim?
It was.
I'll be honest with you. If that's how you play at 1-0 up in a World Cup semi-final, you deserve to lose.
Right. That is the thing, because everybody could see it, and I could see it coming. I was like, this is this is not going to go well. I don't know what they're doing here. There is, if you haven't watched it, there is a great breakdown video from Adam Cleary on that game, and he shows the changes that Tuchel made, and effectively the summary of that is that in the first half, the first 60 minutes, there was always a player bothering Lionel Messi. In the last 40, there were no players bothering Lionel Messi. He just was allowed to get on the ball and start dictating.
Do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Arsenal away with with Patrick Vieira. We were 2-1 up, and then from about 70 odd minutes on, he just took all the attacking players off, put all defenders on, and we tried to defend.
Come on.
Oh no! And then we tried to defend, and I think they equalised about the 90th minute and won it in the 95th.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't even get out of our box. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Oh no! You're thinking of the 2-2 draw where the Arsenal fans were celebrating like they'd won the game.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That was the Lacazette draw at the last kick.
Yeah, because Eddie had scored an absolute worldie, and the AFTV lot were going mad about how dare Palace score like that and da-da-da-da-da. And then they were waxing lyrical about, we fought from 2-0 down and Palace got lucky. And I'm like, no, we didn't get lucky. We actually sabotaged ourselves and you took full advantage of it. And look,
exactly, yeah.
You on the other foot, we're snatching a draw off Arsenal in that circumstance. Yeah. I think we did actually, but it's just so frustrating because I was watching the England game thinking, this England team don't deserve to win the World Cup. They haven't been good all tournament. But if you can play crap and get to the final, nobody will care. Right. But Tuchel deciding to sacrifice any attacking momentum at 1-0 up, what do you expect? Argentina are going to go, we've got a chance here. They're not looking to attack. We can actually tire them out and then pen them back into their own half and bing, bam, boom, 2-1.
Yep.
But to see Argentina lose was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And Spain played, to be fair, Spain played a just gorgeous game. They played absolutely gorgeous football.
100%.
They were all over Argentina. They just made them look like a Mickey Mouse team.
That's bad. That's bad.
3-2, yeah. Ball on the edge of the box.
Oh, good defending.
Well, good
that
defending,
is really good.
And when,
but do you know what, Tim? To be totally shameless, because Yeremy Pino's won the World Cup, I was happy. Because I said, my wingers won the World Cup. Oh, absolutely. My Lord. The shamelessness you're going to hear from us now.
Yeah.
I mean, is it the only time ever, apart from Argentina, the whole world wanted Spain to win, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. The whole world did.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, everyone in South America, bar Argentina, wanted Spain to win.
Yeah.
Because they're that hated in South America.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting that the number of not a bad ball. The number of comments I saw online about, like, hey, look, all of you complaining about how Argentina is playing right now. This is how they play all the time. Absolutely correct. Like this is what they're known for. They are known for Lionel Messi, but they are also known for just being they just, to be perfectly brutal, they are known as a shithouse national team. Apologies. Yeah. That's what they are.
No, it's post watershed over here. You're good. But Ash, you're coming here where you say Enzo Fernandez's goal shouldn't have stood. How so? Because I honestly think there was nothing wrong with it. It was just brain dead England defending, and he took his chance perfectly, in my opinion. So that's a strange thing to say, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Mexico, it did work. I think Norway, as we said earlier about an hour ago, if it wasn't for Sorloth, then we would have lost that 2-0.
Yeah.
So Ash says it was allowed and not even VAR, but Messi fouled Spence, the same foul that Egypt had their second goal versus Argentina called back for.
There's got a point there because one of Argentina's goals was disallowed for a foul all the way back in their own box. yet the same foul happened and they let Argentina's goal stand. I do agree with that, actually. I could watch that game live, yeah.
No. Again, I'm not saying that there weren't decisions that went massively for Argentina, because there's a reason why they were called Vargentina.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're like Liverpool, aren't they?
Oh, hey, listen. Well, when Alexis McAllister plays for who? He plays for who? Do you know what I'm saying? It's no coincidence.
Sarr is on.
Sarr's on.
Oh, sorry,
Walker
they're in
Smith
trouble.
and Benamar.
And Walker Smith is on as well.
Bloody hell.
Here we go.
And Brennan Johnson still can't get a game.
That is not a bad thing.
It cost us 30 million.
I can safely hear my friend Aidan shout you up, mate. He is dancing in the streets of Naas, which is up in County Kildare. He actually said to me, Nate, your hatred for Jordan Much, I'll surpass it with Brendan Johnson. I said, you can't surpass me on my hatred with Jordan Much. You can't surpass me, because I still to this day wish a curse upon QPR. We spent nearly 5 million on Jordan Much. 5. We nearly spent all on Danny Imre. What we got for Imre, we spent on Jordan Much. I'm there thinking, are you crazy? Oh my days.
I'm not yet having the hatred for Brennan Johnson yet.
No, I'm not on that either, Tim. But it's hearing someone say that they're on my level of hatred for Jordan Much. I went, you cannot surpass my hatred of Jordan Much. It's impossible.
Do you know when I was standing outside the ground in Krakow against Shakhtar, because I had to go in the home end because my ticket was cancelled, and all the rest went in the away end. And I was chatting to 2 Polish Tottenham fans who come to the game just to see Brennan Johnson. And I was trying to explain to them, you've wasted your time because he's actually bloody awful. But as Alexander said, I don't think he's on the bench. So, well, there you go then.
Tomiyasu looks pretty good right now here, guys. He's making a case for me to just get him a contract. I would like to.
So, yeah, no, 100%. So Eagle saying, why spend 35 mil on Brennan when he won't make money on him unless he gets SAR figures? Bad logic from the owners.
100%.
I hear that, but what if in the SAR system, Brennan Johnson becomes an absolute world beater and we're thinking, bloody hell, where was this under Glasner?
Right.
We've seen it happen before.
We have seen it happen before.
Mateta was a Hodgson signing, didn't quite work. Glasner steps in, all of a sudden, JP is firing on all cylinders. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm the first to say I wanted Mateta gone before Glasner stepped in. I couldn't stand Mateta. I had to listen to Sean give me endless rants on WhatsApp about how great Mateta is, and he's going to change the club and this, that, the other, and da-da-da-da-da. I couldn't get away from his voice notes. It was scary how many times he was attacking me. And then the second that Mateta turned his form around, I even had to hold my hands up and go, do you know what? On that one, I was wrong. I'm not afraid to admit I was wrong. And I've never been happier to be proven wrong.
To be fair,
Liverpool and Everton interested in Tomiyasu soon.
You have to remember one thing as well. The year before, in Tottenham's won many terrible seasons, Brennan Johnson scored 15 goals, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And he was the guy that would arrive at the back post and just put the ball away. So
and rather annoyingly for us, I think his last goal in the Tottenham shirt was against Palace.
It wouldn't surprise me.
That's right. Is that the 1-0? Is that the 1-0?
I believe so. Yeah. I believe so.
That's good.
Free kick outside the box taken by Drake Thomas.
Yep.
So CPFC John says, I think we should let Sars decide he wears red and blue. Let's get behind him. I remember the days of Phil will F it Barber. Phil Barber. Oh my God.
Oh,
Trevor Carthorse, A-Lot, John Hoofit Lacey, and Super Al. That's before my time, so Chairman would know those names. Phil Barber rings a bell.
Well, I mean, Super Al, his shorts are just too tight. And Trevor A-Lot, probably the worst player I've ever seen in a Palace shirt. Don't know much about John Lacey. But do you know, so if you watch the Palace video, like their year video, which I think was done in about 1990, Ian Wright and Mark Bright always said what
so
a
I
good
was
player
wrong.
Barber
Scored
was.
against City, not Palace. Okay, sorry, Sean. My apologies.
But yeah, I mean, Phil Barber's one of them players who's played about 250, 300 league games, and you wonder how.
But I mean, in fairness, like a lot of people look at that 90s team, that like 80s, early 90s team. That team finished third in the old Division 1, and that's unheard of.
Yeah.
You know, like
Should have been
Pardew
in
was
Europe.
absolutely horrendous by the FA Cup semi-final.
Yep.
Right? Like people romanticize that FA Cup semi-final goal too much. It's like, yeah, actually look at how he played. He was getting abuse off the fans every week. The one thing that changed it for him was that goal against Liverpool. After that, and then as a manager, we won't go into that one because, it's 4-1 Sporting, by the way.
Wow. How about that?
Hello, Marinakis. Are you still loving life, yeah? Are you still loving life?
Do you know something? And the horrible thing about it is, but Glasner's going to make him a great team, isn't it? You know it.
Sure.
Once you've got to work to. Don't forget, when he came into Palace, I don't think he won the first 4 or 5 games, did he?
No. But the hard part is, and this is something that I'm not sure that the Forest fans are going to appreciate or like, but because Glasner likes a small squad, it's going to, that's a great run by Drakes Thomas.
Yeah,
because he likes a small squad, that scoreline may be emblematic of just he has not figured out who his 15, 16 players are. And they have a boatload of players at Forest.
Yep.
Like Marinakis has absolutely spent fortunes upon fortunes on players who are never going to see the light of day in that side.
Yep. And not only that, but there's players there that they only sign to stop other teams getting them.
Yep. It's a very similar story to Chelsea, isn't it? They've got so many players, they don't know who their best 11 is.
Yeah.
Which then makes
why they struggle.
Yeah. But again, that's the thing is that it's one thing to be ambitious, but they're signing players despite other clubs wanting them. Look at West Ham. For years, the minute we were linked with a player, West Ham took him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Jarrah Bowen, Mikel Antonio, El Hadj Malik Diouf.
Yep.
And I'm thinking to myself, are West Ham camping outside Copa's Cope? Because I'd love to know what's going on there. I would love to know what's going on there because from Stratford to Beckenham, it's a bit of a drive.
Right.
So what's going on there? We don't have to worry about West Ham this season. They're saying hello to Millwall for us.
Yeah.
By the way, us lot singing that to them away last season was diabolical. That was diabolical, but I'm all here for it. Because I have a West Ham mate over here. He watched it. He's like, I hate you lot for that. It's like, hey, shoes on the other foot. You'd be singing the same. No, he goes, yeah, exactly. Come on. Yeah. Come on, man. You hate them. We hate them. Let's not pretend that it's not a case of we both hate the same club.
Right.
Oh, Ben Rama, Jordan Rhodes. Jordan Rhodes, I'm happy we missed out on. Ben Rama, yeah.
And a big one, isn't it? What's his name? Joey Bowen, isn't it? He was coming to us until West Ham nicked him.
That is a foul. He's grabbing his shirt. What are you doing? Where's the ref?
That's good skills.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Here we go.
Millsy is saying we'll miss the 4 to 6 points against West Ham this season. That's very true. That's very true. Mary says Millwall versus West Ham will be well policed. It's going to have to be.
Yeah, for sure.
They might get the army out. You never know.
Hey, all I can say is that taxpayer stadium is going to have very solid foundations.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because it's bad enough that the Millwall fans were celebrating Mateta getting his head nearly kicked off. So imagine what they're going to do when they start meeting their best mates, West Ham.
Right.
And I work with a Millwall fan, so I've been hearing it non-stop about how we can't wait to play West Ham again. It's like, oh my God, thank God you lot didn't come up because we never hear the end of it then.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we don't need that.
Nah. But it was fun beating them in the cup. That was enjoyable.
Yeah. Just something quickly on the game. I like the intensity of the press. I like that it hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
And I like that we are pressing the ball in the opposing box.
Yeah.
That actually is new, and I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
Do you know something, Tim? What I was looking at was our movement. It seems so much better in it. People are not standing there. They're actually moving around and wanting the ball, which is a great thing.
Presenting for the ball, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Presenting for the ball. Like, is that's so much better.
And whoever's on the ball now has got options now, isn't he? He's not like looking for options, actually got options to pass to, which is a really good thing.
Right. It's not about being in a spot. It's about presenting for the ball and making runs.
So MTB Flats is asking, what do we reckon on the new home shirt? Chairman isn't exactly convinced with the sash. He's the old school stripes man.
Yeah.
Me personally, because of the Conference League winners patch, I can tolerate this kit for this season. Yeah,
I like
it.
Because of that, I can tolerate it.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting two. I'm getting one for the Premier League and one for the Europa League. I need them both. Mary is saying that the style of football we're playing under Sarge is more attractive than Glasner's style because Glasner, when things are going well, was happy to sit off. Sarge is saying, no, I want this game completely dominated.
Yeah.
And this is something that a lot of people were giving out about Glasner, but because Glasner won trophies, people gave Glasner that blanket of you can't question him. He won us trophies. Yes, we can. That's the point of having a manager like him, is he wants you to question him.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sar? Go on, Sar.
I mean, Glasner was very, very strict in his regime, wasn't he? You did what you was told. There's no freedom at all. It worked, obviously.
But he's very precise, right?
Yeah.
Like, incredibly precise,
right?
Very detailed, and for sure, it did work.
Right, gentlemen. So here's a very good question, right? Because this comment here from Eagle says the 2021 season was the worst home kit, and the 2022-23, the rest are good. I beg to differ. The 2016-17 kit by far is the worst home shirt we've ever had in the Premier League. For me, that's the worst, easily.
I can't remember what the 2021 kit was. Let me Google it. Hang on a sec.
It's the one
kit is the W88 shirt.
It's the kit that Eze was revealed in.
Yeah, it's I didn't hate it, but it's
no.
Not my
I preferred that to 2016-17. That is by far and away the worst one we've ever had.
I don't remember that, Nate. So what stands out about that kit?
Tim, just Google it right quick and you'll see why I'm saying that.
All right.
It's an abomination of a kit.
The 2021 kit was when all three kits were exactly the same, just different colours, weren't they? White, black, and it had like 3 stripes. I go, I think you're right. That was pretty dreadful, I've got to say. Yeah. What was the one you were saying there, Nate?
2016-17 home shirt. It's the red sleeves and all blue down the middle.
Hang on a sec. Oh yeah. The one big blue shot down the front.
Yeah.
And let's put it didn't take the designers much thought, did they? Really?
No.
And
do you know what made it worse for me? Right, is Parrish on the unveiling openly said to the fans, if the players stand side by side, it's one big red and blue striped shirt.
That's right. Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
That's it there,
yeah,
that's the one there. Yeah.
You're right. That does look pretty terrible.
So I've got to say though,
Monty says, what about
the away one was decent that year?
The away one was cold. One was cold. What about the 1990 Cup replay? We don't talk about that kit. That kit is in the shadow realm forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. We don't talk about that kit. That kit does not get discussed. My favorite kit post-promotion, though, has to be the 14-15 away kit. The yellow and blue, the Brazil kit.
Yeah, fantastic, yeah.
Where Balassi scored his hat-trick against Sunderland. And when he made Dejan Lovren look very, very silly at Anfield.
Go on.
Lucky. Can I just say, Drake's Thomas, that's a player there.
Oh, yeah. A lot of movement. So you could tell he's a young player, but a lot of good movement. And there you go.
And that's full time 3-1 to Crystal Palace. We've officially won 5th place. 5th place again. Ole, ole.
I like it.
Yeah, I must admit, like Bonte's saying, I'm looking forward to seeing that black kit. I think it looks really good, I've got to say.
I like the black kit a lot. I wonder what the third kit is going to look like. But yeah, I like that black kit. I'm super easy to please though. Honestly, I'm like, as far as kits go, I'm incredibly easy to please.
Thoughts on this? Club should open up designs from fans, produce a top 5, and allow fans to vote. Problem with that is Millwall fans, Charlton fans, Brighton fans.
Yep.
So no.
Palace have done this before though. They put like 5 kits out and you had to choose, but you had to be a season ticket holder, I remember, to choose.
Yeah, if you leave it only for the members, like if you have to be a member to vote.
Yeah, but they did that for the new crest as well, way back in, I think, was it 2011, Chairman?
Yeah, I think it did as well. Yeah,
and every single badge was rejected because we were like, yeah, no, that like some of them looked like bloody cartoons, and some were just awfully bad. And the one that was close to what we have now, even we were like, yeah, but that's not great. Like, the pigeon on the ball we had before this was better.
Well, the problem was we had the old badge was actually solely owned by Ron Nose, wasn't it? Which is why we had to change it, because
Is that true?
Yeah,
he had the property rights to it.
Yeah. So every shirt we sold, we had to give money for the shirt because he owned the badge. And the other great thing about it was, it wasn't an eagle; it was a phoenix. So that's why we changed the badge, because we had to. I can't remember who it was now. They didn't want to keep paying royalties for the badge.
And it looked like a pigeon on a ball anyway.
Yeah, it did. It was a phoenix. Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah.
Pierre Sage is out in the middle of the pitch now.
Yeah.
He's just having a team talk with
Uncle Ron's clip art. Hey, that's funny.
He's got all the players together. Has anyone seen Brennan Johnson?
He's not there.
I know, yeah. He might have left him on the coach or something like that.
Yeah. He's back at Cope. He's back at Cope with Cope, trying not to score own goals. Ash says a third kit to commemorate the Conference League win like this year's gold. No gold kits ever again. That gold kit is an abomination. That gold kit was horrendous.
Whoa! Hey!
No,
easy.
Hey, Tim, 1 second. No, Tim, 1 second. The one time I saw us winning that was against Shelburne.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't remember. I don't remember how often that kid showed up for a win. But yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I trust you on the numbers there, but yeah.
Look, I'm not saying it's terrible, but I don't. It just never sat well with me because it's like, okay, we won the FA Cup, cool, but gold, really? I mean,
what kit did we play Shakhtar in last year in the semi-final?
Wasn't it the away kit?
I can't remember.
Because their kits are orange and black, I don't think we could have played in gold.
No, exactly.
If I'm not mistaken. So it must have been the away kit, the red and white away kit.
Good evening, guys.
Yo, Rich, what are you saying?
Yo, Rich. Welcome back from Turkey.
I'm good. Thank you very much. Knackered. Absolutely knackered. But I thought I'd just chime in. Big up to everyone that's out there. I think you topped up on like 111 views to watching. So thank you for the support. As always, smash the like button. I really like it. I'm looking forward to Sarge Ball, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Like the intent of it. Yes, the execution ain't fully there yet. But my goodness me, we look good.
Oh, yeah.
I think Rich, Walton will thrive in this system, innit?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. No, I'm saying I think Walton will thrive in this system because he'll have people to pass to.
Absolutely.
Rich, you gone?
No, he's still here.
So, testing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
We can hear you, yeah. Can you hear us?
Probably not.
I don't think he can hear us. Can you hear us, Rich?
Hello?
So there's no point paying the $9.99.
Rich, can you hear us? I don't think we can.
Nah.
Okay.
We can hear him fine, couldn't we?
Yeah, we can hear him loud and clear, but might be a bit of a technical issue. But yeah, no, to back up Rich was saying, our full players back with some new additions, we could be in for a very exciting season.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not used to seeing a Palace side who is just this threatening as far as chance creation. Now, Glasner at his best, he did have us creating quite a few chances.
Yeah, 100%, Tim. To be fair to Ash, he is correct that this team is a second-tier Saudi team, but it's the intent against his opposition. That's what we're excited about, Ash. None of us are saying we're going to win the league. We ain't saying that. We're just happy to see that the team are actively looking miles better up the pitch than we were last year. Rich, you good?
I'm good, brother. I'm just making way to Tesco.
Okay, fair.
I wasn't sure. Did you hear any of what I said?
Yeah,
No,
we
a
did,
little
Rich,
bit.
yeah.
We could hear you, but we don't know if you could hear us.
Oh yeah, no, I did it initially. Did it cut out?
No,
Ah,
we
I
did
ended up refreshing the page. But no, I was just saying that I'm loving the intent of what we're trying to do. I think the execution still needs a lot of work. I'll be honest with you, I don't care who the opposition is or where they play or what league they play. We've just got to do our job, and I think that's what we're trying to do, and to think we still got another 8 first-team players to come back.
Easy.
So excited.
We'll
But
say,
my only worry, and I've said this before, is the fact that the first team will only have maximum of 2 games. I know they've got a Fulham game now behind closed doors, and they got the Freiburg game. I don't know if they'll try and squeeze another one in as well.
yeah, they will do. Yeah, 100% they will do. Because it's 2 weeks of the Freiburg game, don't it?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So 100% they will do.
Yeah, so people.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't get Sellers Park games.
So Rich is getting cheese, I can see that.
Can I just get the girls want pizza, so we can just go get a stone baked pizza for them.
There you go.
Get it ordered in, mate. What's the matter with you?
Right.
I won't lie. By the time I get this home and put in the oven, it'll be done in like 10 minutes. These pizza places are taking liberties these days. You order it, don't come for an hour.
I know it doesn't. That's the problem, isn't it?
What? What kind of? What? I'm sorry. It takes an hour to make a pizza in the UK. What? That is offensive. I'm sorry. That is offensive.
No, it's crazy. It is crazy to you, trust me. What we have to go through down here.
All right. Look, it is. The struggle is the struggle. I think we touched on everything we want to touch on. Player ratings. I mean, like someone said, it is a Saudi second division side. You really want to be going too crazy here. But if anyone wants to do the player rating, by all means.
Well, just say who stood out for you. I mean, if I go first, I mean, if you want me to, I thought Cardin's first half was excellent.
Yeah.
I thought second half he sort of drifted away a bit, but he did more than enough in the first half. What was excellent.
Yeah, 100%.
What about you?
Cardin's, 100%. Cardin's, Ozo, and Drake's Thomas impressed me.
Ozo had a very good second half.
Granted, Ozo and Drake's Thomas, they weren't able to do an awful lot, but they were looking active and lively. Ozo was getting involved in the play. So I was quite happy with. Funnily enough, it's all academy players that I was quite impressed with today.
Devaney played well as well.
Devaney as well, just took his goal well,
I was gonna say that's my guy, Ozo and Devaney. Cardines absolutely, completely agree. But man, Devaney was putting himself about. He made some really good passes. He got into some really good areas. He was carrying the ball. Very progressive today. I really liked what I saw from Justin Devaney. Looks like he is very up for playing in this Pierre Sage system. I'm here for it. More of that. But David Ozo as well. I highly rate David Ozo. I really don't want us to send him out on loan or sell him. I just get really annoyed and angry every time I read an article that we are thinking about selling David Ozo. I think that would be a massive mistake.
100%.
Yeah, Rich.
Quick. Mine was Cardines, but quick question: what was your thoughts on Tomiyasu? Because I thought he's technically very good.
I thought he looked really good.
Was excellent. Yeah, definitely.
From what I saw, Rich, he barely put a foot wrong. Yeah. So if he can do more than that, that's a definite sign. Because if Liverpool and Everton are interested, get it done quick.
Get it done now. Yeah, totally with you.
I don't care about just get it done. because it's a good option. He's got experience at Europa League level with Arsenal. It'd be a solid option to bring in. And I think he's played at Europa League level with Ajax, I think, as well. Or Champions League, one of the two. Anyway, be a very good option. So, yeah, Tomiyasu was very decent.
Yep, completely agree.
I still think we should buy another centre-half. And he's definitely a squad player.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to leave you up to it. Big up, everyone. Thanks for doing the watch along, by the way, guys.
Hey, listen, no problem.
Yep.
Appreciate it. All right. Catch up.
Yeah, catch up.
Rich.
See you later.
In a bit, Rich. So, folks, I think that about wraps up the show. We're not going to do a player ratings tonight. Thank you very much for watching. A big up to Chairman. A big up to Tim. A big up to the EEF community. And it's your boy, Nate. It's Eagle-Eyed Football. There's only one thing left to say. Up the Palace.
Up
Eagles!
Eagles! Great stuff, guys. Yeah, really, really interesting to see. The stuff on Texter, you should go read it. It's online, but it is a financial meltdown of epic proportions. Oh, I think you're both. Are you muted or am I muted?
Can you hear us now, Tim?
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.